pesky ad blog.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you doing? Welcome to Boulder Talk Radio, the first one in a long time, probably the last one forever, but this is a great way to go out. I don't quite know how we got to this point. I don't quite know what brought us here. I'm not really a religious person, but hey, thanks something, right? Because what we're going to be witnessing tonight, provided it actually happens, the links haven't sent out, we're going to kind of have a bit of an old reunion, if you will. We're going to have a bit of a throwback to 8 years ago, as well as some probably primo internet blood sports. And I think it's going to be very interesting to see what happens this evening. I think there's going to be a couple of decent ground rules, like no doxing, and no mentioning of certain people in regards to restraining orders. I just want to keep things fair and neutral as I can here. I think we are joined firstly by potentially Cancer Man Mediker.
How you doing? Am I coming in okay?
You're coming in just fine, Jim. Thank you for coming on. This is I was just kind of fucking around and I didn't think that we'd be here, but here we are.
Welcome to the surreal.
Yeah, we're talking a number of years, right? It's been a while.
It's a nice little bookend, isn't it?
Kind of. It kind of feels that way, to be fair. You know, it's like one person's downfall, another person's rise, so to speak, if that's how you want to play it. But
so, does anybody else see the coincidence here that was what allowed this to happen? Basically, are you aware of what happened, Jay? How this entire scenario was even able to happen?
No.
So basically, Ralph has a long sordid history of causing fights and trying to antagonize people, doxing people, harassing people. You know, the whole Ian Miles Chongle bit, but even further, like intending people to get hurt and die. And over the years, he's been a fucking retard. So what ended up happening is that he got into, you know who Andy Worski is? He got into an argument with Andy Worski, and he tried to flex on Andy by claiming that he would go to Portugal and basically be in his country to, like, make fun of him. And he literally did this because Andy trolled him into doing it, antagonizing him, saying he wouldn't man the fuck up. Ralph wanted to go with other people backed out, and he couldn't bitch out because he did the shit publicly on Twitter. Goes to Portugal, gets tourist trapped, literally gets jacked for his money, tries to go fight the person who stole his shit, got rocked by the natives, they jacked more of his shit, and he went home in embarrassment after getting beaten the fuck out of.
Yeah, I know that part.
That's where we get lovely-ass memes. If I can get up on screen here. That's where we get lovely-ass memes, like what I had posted here, where we get shit like this. This is where you get things like this, where you have Andy Worski, Portugal, Gator, Flamenco, Matt, a couple of the women who were responsible with just roasting the shit out of him on the side. I'm not familiar with the VTuber. You can see another person right behind here, behind the fucking micro, like the FUD in the head of Mediker. One of the women from when he was attacking a person by the name of Digibro, that's an anime YouTuber. A whole bunch of people who collaborated in this and made this entire thing possible. Because Ethan Ralph is a fucking father to one, with another one on the way. And he thinks the smartest thing he should do on the internet is trying to flex on Andy by trying to go to another country because he has the freedom to do so, because all he does is drama. So, basically, Monday Matt saw this as an opportunity to basically hide behind Mediker. Because I'm not sure if you were aware of what Mediker was doing in, like, the interim period of his career not happening. He was losing his mind about the coof. Like, dead ass. Went full, and the reason why is because Jim had cancer, or has cancer. Jim has cancer, and at the beginning of the coof, he went out of his fucking mind, blackpilling his shit. That's why his account is called Quarantined Coof, because he claimed that Styx Hexenhammer, Razorfist, and others like Dev, myself, and a whole bunch of other people who people have never fucking heard of, pretty much people who are aware of, like, internet drama, knew ahead of time about Coof, and this is what he said about Styx Hexenhammer. Specifically, he knew about the Coof, he fled the country, he knew everything was corrupt, and we're all gonna fucking die. So he starts drama posting about shit that has to do with the Coof, tracking the numbers, and then eventually, after about 2 years of this, he gives up and he's like, oh, well, fuck, I guess I should come back. Because the name Mediker brings in numbers. Basically, the situation that happened with Ralph is the opposite of what happened to Mediker. Mediker and him started from the drama, were born from the drama, became relevant because of the drama, but Ralph went down the line of doing drama for the sake of getting clicks and getting hits, basically being a fat Milo. Mediker wanted to go around the route of having a whole bunch of drama to talk about, which is how you ended up getting videos from Dr. Ramircam of Bully Hunters Exhibit C, where, if he feels the want to, he will throw his followers, the Sweetie Squad, after somebody to try and antagonize them. Generally, because of how Mediker's behavior is, he has a lot of edge, but people like to respect the edge, but at the same time, they don't actually want to claim the edge. It's weird. They like the clout that came with it, but not the fact that he's probably the reason why a lot of the rules on YouTube are the way they are right now. So all of this happening basically gave Mundane Matt the opportunity to position himself where he looks less embarrassing, even with what people already know about him, and everything that had to do with why he no longer was relevant, as an opportunity to shit on Ralph. And this is all of them basically coming together to do that, and using Medicare as the tool to get that done. I don't really care one way or the fucking other, but it's important to know that context going into it, because this is the reason why this is even happening. They brought this man to murder him, basically.
Well, we'll see if Ralph shows up. I mean, I offered to go on a flamenco string. He didn't want to do that, so
Yeah.
this was his suggestion.
I was fucking around. Like, you know what? I'm bored. There's like nothing going on tonight. We'll see what's happening. And then Ralph seemed like okay with it. Like it was like a GG reunion. Like we're going back to the fall of 2014.
Well, no, I just want to put a bullet in my head.
Well, you're not the only one. Jesus fucking Christ, that was a long time ago, and I'm glad it's done. But anyway, so thank you for coming on in for short notice. I hope everything is well with you. I heard about your situation, so that does suck.
Well, I mean, things have been going okay. I do have a potentially drug-abusing alcoholic with a head wound deciding to drive up to my state and holler at me. So, aside from that, everything's rosy.
Yeah, I was a little bit shocked, if I'm being honest. A little bit shocked that the threat to go all that way was uttered while overseas. We'll see if it's tonight.
Yeah, just throwing it out there.
Yeah, right. I mean, Minnesota is a bit of a drive from North Carolina, from Richmond, I believe. So,
Well, yeah, this is the king of the sector. He's going to come out with a private jet.
oh, right, like Creflo Dollar style. He's gonna rock that shit.
It's a private jet. That's why he loved to talk shit to Gordon's wife because he had a better plane. So we just didn't know it.
That's how it works. That's the Killstream Odyssey money right there. That's what
That's
Odyssey
that Odyssey money, that's right,
Yeah, it's not the Stream Me money or the D Live money. That's all
Odyssey
gone.
money. Yeah, those are gone. Those are dead.
How many streaming services will Ralph leave in his wake? We're gonna find out tonight, folks. We're gonna find out.
Oh man, that reminds me. Fucking Stream Live and fucking D Live. Those were platforms that basically tried to come up to be relevant as an alternative to YouTube streaming, because PewDiePie originally featured it before he figured out that it was basically what's called a tech fairway scheme, otherwise what's known as a yacht sale for money. Basically, a bunch of tech startups started a vaporware company that they intended to use to create a cryptocurrency, which in this case is Lino points. Linos selling lemons. It had a generated cost-effective amount that was controlled by the person who sold it. So there's been like multiple times where somebody's made an NFT currency or some kind of currency that's tied to their platform in a way that specifically only you can be able to use it to cash out. That company originally tried to get PewDiePie onto it to sign it because, hey, free money. It was like the deals that were taken with Mixer, right? But because they were the ones that controlled the currency, any person who ever paid into Lino actually was paying into a currency they were never going to get a return on, because all of the wealth is being held by the people who made it. People figured this out. They took the money and ran. And then it became basically where people like Nick Fuentes went when they got banned off of everything. That's actually where he restreamed the Catboy live shit from, where he was making, what was it, $6,000 spewing neo-Nazi rhetoric during July 6th? That sounds like the correct number. Unless somebody wants to cross-reference me on that. But yeah, that's what that platform was used for. It was basically where everybody who got banned for internet blood sports went to, so they could be able to continue making money from super chats and shit. But the conversion rate was horrible, the platform was horrible, everything was dog shit, and even to this day, nobody fucking respects the place because it is basically like the gutter of the internet.
Probably 3 or 4 more. If we're
Probably.
gonna be honest about this.
At this point, you never really know. I think, and I will honestly admit, as a semi-observer of Ralph's antics every once in a while, it is really amazing just to see what kind of shit he gets up to. You know,
But you never know what's going to happen on the kill stream, Dave.
yeah, oh yeah, but he never thought it would be about him. You know,
Yeah. Well, hey, I'd just like to give a shout out to my boy, Mamenko. Hopefully he's rattling pill bottles while he's stream sniping this.
I'm sure he is. I almost thought about going and getting my own pill bottle, but I'm like, nah, that's someone else can do that one. I don't have one here. Maybe I can find a coin and a bottle cap and scare away Southern Dingo again if he pops in.
So Matt, real, have you ever had another man spend 2 hours drunk dialing you via live stream on the internet talking about the good old days? Because that's been a bit of a new experience.
Yeah, no, to be fair, I've had people who were like drunk dialing me because they wanted me to come on to yell at me. That was a while back, but never someone doing it from like, you know, the nostalgic sense, right? Like just because that was desperate, man. That was really desperate. That whole last couple hours. And I tell you, man, I was playing Cyberpunk 2077, and that game is less broken than Ralph.
That's a good singer there. Now he's gonna come in here all pissed and fucking.
Well, okay,
like, Matt, you're supposed to be neutral. What are you doing?
Okay, yeah, that's very true. That's very true.
You gotta make a wheelchair show. Throw a cancer joke out there and even it out, Matt.
Sure. You know what? Maybe Tonka will roll on up the flies. No, he won't. You know what's really funny about Tonka is I talked to Tonka the night before Knoxville.
Did you really?
He was in Knoxville.
He went down there?
Yeah, he was there. According to him and Vamp, because I had a conversation when he was on Ricada's stream. I was in a call with Vamp, and I could hear him through the wall yelling at Ricada. And then he came on and they said that they were there. And I was really surprised that he actually never showed up the next day. I was very surprised, actually.
So maybe he got a glimpse of Andy and he was like, I can't do this. This man will break me in half.
I think, I've met Andy, and yeah, Andy worked out. He probably would have, actually hurt Tonka.
Well, yeah, it seemed like he put some effort into it. Like he wasn't completely just goofing around. Because he did put up like a couple of videos just working out and stuff, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think Tonka never did any of that, right? So it was kind of like a mystery of whether or not he was going to show up and look like Buff Bagwell or look like a stick. Nobody knew what was going to happen.
It was definitely a wild weekend from that particular perspective, at least watching it from my end. Okay, so I had to unblock Ralph and then send him a link because I thought someone had sent it over. I'm sorry, Ralph. I'm sorry. I thought that was given.
This is a lot of meaningless small talk. They're making reference to some shit that was, like, responsible for the death of internet blood sports. Oh, when did fucking Tonka start doing shit? 2014, 2015, 2016? Internet blood sports before it got corrupted by BreadTube and used as the new form of debate. Me Bros strategy happened around 2017, 18, 19. So Tonka was a person who made an internet blood sport show, basically in the same sphere of influence as Ralph. And he was going to, and was supposed to do a boxing match with Andy Worski. And this was during, like, the Race Worski arc before Andy turned over a new leaf. Tonka bitched out because he's basically, like, wheelchair ridden and shit. He bitched out. Andy showed up. This would be then when Andy would drop the hard R. This is when he dropped the hard R. And he went away for a bit to, like, go into recovery. Internet Bloodsport kind of just got taken over with Ephraim Ralph basically becoming...
He went into hard R recovery?
Yes. Like, there was a famous clip where Andy was in the street ranting and raving, dropping expletives that went out there. People used it to ruin him because that's what the left does. Because they used it as an opportunity to basically just move into the territory for themselves, remake it in their own image. Andy Worski went into recovery. And I know because I was following him and paying attention at the time. And while this was happening, Ethan Ralph ended up continuing doing the kill stream because it's all he fucking had. This is where we got the clips of him specifically threatening to dox Vosh, actually. Vosh and Vermin Ronin. See if I pull it up. Ethan Ralph doxes Vosh. Try to find it. I think this is from the highlight, yeah.
Somehow you get away with it, and it's horseshit.
Wait,
To use your favorite animal there, it's horseshit. Yeah.
Wait, is this jealousy?
Tell me one piece of evidence that paints
You doing it? Are you alright? You have it written down on your hands?
Tell me one piece of evidence that paints me as a Nazi. You don't have it because it doesn't exist.
A degenerate faggot.
Tell us.
I
Well,
think.
you are a degenerate faggot, but
Well, that's also funny, Ralph. That's also something.
it's not to call you a degenerate.
Yep, this is it. I don't remember exactly
what
what it is.
The whole anarchist. I mean, that's a joke to be live on air. So
I could be blading
don't
horse
think it
dick all
matters, to
day.
be honest.
Oh, I can't. I mean, now I feel bad. Like I wouldn't.
No, you know what? Bring him on. Whatever.
Okay.
You're on Adderall right now. Fuck off.
Straight to the edge, curve to the bed.
I came on the show because basically I trolled the drunken peasants for like a year. Yeah, fuck off. You're not part of this.
Wait, where's your ex-wife?
Eat
Is that
some
your-
guy. You know, you
Is that your
get your
troll?
Yeah, this is pretty much it. Drunken peasants controlled by the same group that was around people like, trying to remember. The Amazing Atheist, fucking... Jack Saint, why is his name not coming to me? The Amazing Atheist, Jack Saints, the people behind shit like, why can't I remember the... Sean and Jen, thank you, Christ. Those individuals, that bunch of people, a bunch of fucking atheists. He tried to have an argument with him, ended up trying to dox Vosh's girlfriend, the giant hippo woman behind him in the famous nude scene. And, that led to him just basically doing anything he could for relevancy. That's where that's coming from.
Off your way there you go. I have sent Ralph the link. You can jump on in. Let me.
I will try to keep the naughty words to a minimum so it doesn't screw your channel.
Oh, dude, this channel's already fucking dead. Have you not seen? I mean, this channel's fucking. This channel has cancer.
Are you
Terminal
telling us?
stage.
You tell us we can go full swing? Is that what
You
you're
know, I mean, I'll say this. This stream will be up for about 12 hours afterward. I'm going to put it in unlisted mode. Anyone can download it. Anyone can remix it. Do whatever the fuck it is you want. I do not care.
Okay.
Have as much fun with this as you guys want. This is a last minute thing, but I'm not going to hide it behind any kind of paywall or any kind of thing like that. And all the super chats, fuck me. There's a lot of super chats coming on in. Thank you guys. We'll go to buy my children diapers. So,
just recommend, make
just
money.
recommend, yeah. You know what? I'll be able to take a couple nights off of Uber Eats. I'll tell you that. There you go. Right. So I'm appreciative of that one. So thank you guys for that one. And all right. So yeah, the StreamYard chat on the inside is going so fast. There's nearly 1,000 people in here that I can't even fucking read it. So we'll have to get to everything as we get to it. But I just want to make sure that I can power the chat in slow mode so we can actually see the shit.
While we're waiting for Ralph, I just kind of.
Oh, that's the other reason Monday Matt did this money. A whole bunch of super chats rolled in that night.
Myself, if you want to do some of your super chats to your audience.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, that's great. Thanks.
Neither here nor there. Just, it's important to point that out. Because if we look at this as though there's absolutely no reason for this to happen other than just clout, I'm sorry to tell any person who's like, yes, it's their turn. It's not. Maybe for Medicare it is. Maybe Flamenco being able to have a little bit more of a platform to, like, use it for purposes or issues. I have no clue. But this was actually one of the sticking points behind why Ethan Ralph even is where he is now. This was actually discussed earlier with Dev. I wish I could be able to message him, but I'm not even sure he'd be able to see it. Because I sure would love to have him here so we could go over it together. But, let me see if I can DM him. Basically, you're aware of who Sargon is, right?
Who?
Sargon of Akkad, Carl Benjamin,
Mm-hmm.
podcast of Lotus Eaters.
Yeah.
So, back then, all of the people that are basically in the inner friend circle, in the relevant circle of, like, all the people who do political shit, Sitchin Adam, Sargon, Dev, Aiden Paladin, and the rest of them. They were all people who had interaction with Ralph. Ralph basically looked at Carl Benjamin, I'm going to call him Rich Carl, and Sargon on and off. He looked at him as a father figure. But, much like Milo Yiannopoulos, he cared more about antagonizing and trolling people and using drama as a way to get headlines and clicks and easy money than actually using his, like, relevance for anything important and meaningful. Where Carl saw the opportunity to do this of himself and basically starting over again after his attempt with UKIP basically proved that people were going to try and delegitimize anything he ever did, the same way they tried to do it to Marcus Dankula because of Nazi Pug. For him, it was I wouldn't even rape her with Jessica Phillips. He created a podcast of the Lotus Eaters to basically use his platform what he considered was something important and make a legitimate business. Ethan Ralph chose to go the other way and basically got upset and wanted to make himself into both a king and a kingmaker, where anybody who wanted to have anything done and needed to be anything done had to go through him, rather than the ability of just name and recognition and maybe going on to places like EFAP or Friday Night Tights, being able to actually have the ability to talk about anything they want to with anyone who wanted to talk with him, so that he could basically make himself fat off of their relevance and claim that he made them. Because of that, pretty much everybody around him that saw that coming, like 5 or 6-ish years down the road, cut ties with him, and he is still upset about the fact that that happened, which is part of what created a lot of the drama concerning him and how he got involved with law enforcement. Because this is how he ended up becoming a father the first time, because he poured his heart, soul, and penis into a fucking 18-year-old girl, got her pregnant. Then he ended up breaking up with that girl. That was the woman who he had a child by, that he refused to go to the court case of, so that he could go get the footage to talk about and show Chris Chan getting arrested for the incest. And then, during the pregnancy of this fiance, a bunch of the people who he used to work with, I think was Gator included, but not specifically Gator, who was one of the people who were in his friend circle until Ralph decided to attack him and turn on him and try to dox him out. He went to Portugal while his pregnant fiance now, that he's with a relationship in, married to, no one has the details on how that's very clear. He goes to Portugal and then comes back like this, after already having someone come to his house after he doxed himself on the internet, and then claiming, oh, how could you do that? My pregnant fiance was worried sick for my safety. So, like, all of that together is about to make for an explosive accusation as soon as Ralph gets in here.
Thank you.
Yep, go for
All right, so I got a couple here that I saw. We have Red for $5.
Let me try and fucking get contact to Dev and see if he can talk about some of this.
He says, Ralph, you have 2 kids. You aren't taking care of, but you act like a scorned girlfriend to an old anime boomer with Calvin's watch. Thanks. Thank you for that, Red. Appreciate that one. Commie Catcher 5000 here. Great name, by the way. Says, thanks for hosting. I hope Ralph is serving to self-sunset. I don't want Ralph to self-sunset, dude. I don't want anyone to die. Let's see here. But maybe waking up. How about that? Maybe a little bit of sobering stuff. Let's see. Instead of live in 93 minutes, just say waiting on the gunt. Thank you very much for that. Alan R here for $10. Thank you, buddy. Says, Monday, Matt Boulder King Jarbo, you are redeemed for everything you've ever done wrong. Thank you for your service to the... I don't know, dude. I bought fucking XRP, okay? Like, I invested into Ripple. So let's not absolve me of everything just yet. I still have some dire sins to absolve for. All right, Cody Rush here says, let's see. All hail the Boulder King of the corn hardest shake the pill bottles flamenco. Thank you. King Gun Dragon here says, here's your bread, Jarbo. Thank you very much, buddy. Exile Postman for 239. Thank you. And then we have Twice Stand here is a new member. Thank you very much. Again, there's a lot more fucking super chats that I am
sorry
trying to get
to interrupt you here.
Yeah.
People are saying that Ralph is not coming. Is he not coming, or is he coming?
I don't know. I sent him a link. Let's see. I mean, like, you know, I sent it to him directly a couple minutes ago. So that's really lame. If that's the case, I know we made a little bit of jokes at his expense, but I promise to be neutral. I have an even distaste for both of you guys, so I am going to be fair.
So completely neutral. Yeah.
I mean, well, come on, let's be fair, right? I don't have much of a reason, you know.
No, I believe you. I actually honestly believe you. So
Yeah. So, but I'm, you know, I've grown as a human in the last couple of years, and I can handle neutrality pretty well. You know, so with any luck, Ralph will come on in because I did send that 3 minutes ago. Ralph, I also turned off the need to authenticate on the StreamYard, so 'cause I know he'd come on before, and I blocked him before, but I unblocked everybody. This is a long time ago,
Sure.
and so I unblocked everybody, and then he should be able to come on in. So we're just waiting on him right now.
I don't think I've ever used it before, so that's the first time. Works pretty good though.
I love StreamYard. Yeah, it's fantastic. It's so easy. And you can do it mobile. It's great. I mean, you know, I don't have a contract with them, but I do enjoy the service. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, he's here. He's in the back room right now. Let's bring him in. So remember, we're going to keep this above the belt as much as humanly possible, but it might go full bore. I don't know. Ethan and Ralph with the Killstream, how's it going?
Well, you know, surreal doesn't even begin to describe it, Matt, but here we are.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little on the shock side too. That's why I'm kind of like, all right, let's see what happens tonight.
Why not?
So we good to go, Matt?
Oh yeah, we're good to go. So again, like I said, we'll keep the rules. You know, I know things are going to get heated. Obviously, that's why we're all here.
Well, let me say this at the top. There's certain things, obviously, I don't know. You know,
Give me 1 second. I'm about to fucking try to ask him.
I guess the idea is basically like, in case you don't want to go fucking down constantly.
So you only need
The ant and the grass. I think the grasshopper.
Grasshopper.
Okay. I think the ants are gonna be underneath these.
That's a dung beetle.
You murdered the poor bug bill.
Oh, there's a grasshopper. Grasshopper. Young grasshopper.
Got it.
Yeah.
Didn't know it wasn't
We
it?
didn't?
That's the wrong one. Actually, I think that's praying mantis.
Yeah, mantis. Yeah, I was thinking
okay,
too.
well, they're related.
Yeah. We didn't kill one we needed. We don't need a dung beetle. Get the fuck out of here. Dev, after Game
There,
Rumors,
there.
do you want
That's
to
a
come and
mantis.
go through the Gunt stream Monday Matt did?
What? Yeah, okay. So now you just need a spider.
There we go.
Oh no, that's an ant.
Yep. So
Dave, you can't see.
I
okay.
can't see.
So the whole
Not very
point
well.
is incredible. So the whole point of this game is basically come here, get as many bugs as you want for your potions. You're set.
We didn't need a grasshopper, you guys.
Listen here, I'm not an entomologist.
Try bug wrangling.
Actually,
And he gives you, here's 5 bugs. 5 bugs of better class. Okay. So yeah, just if you just happen to need bugs, you can come here and do this. Rather than going down to every area of the game and hunting them out, they're all right here.
That's cool. I mean, that's nice that they added it in the game, but it feels like so late.
Yeah.
Like, can you unlock the side quest any earlier than right now?
You can get to the island, but there's less bugs not during the game. I think this comes about during the part of the game where you're finding the piece of the song. So
The last
after you've
seconds
completed the last fire dungeon and then fought Hirihime a second time, then this unlocks.
Are you gonna answer single player, Carl?
Yes.
No.
Wait.
Did you just agreed to stream
No,
after the stream?
I said I'm gonna answer, and the answer is probably no because this is my second stream today. I'm going to bed. I appreciate it. We will get together at some point though.
So dumb.
Anyway, listen. The point that I'm trying to
No.
Where Medicare wants to go with his commentary, but
He's trying to finish Skyward Sword with Naomi and Dave.
there's certain things I have legal, considerations or whatever. I won't, leave the call if he goes there or whatever. But there's certain things I cannot comment on, so I just want to put that out up front.
Sure. No, and I'd already said that where we'll leave those kind of elements behind.
Is he wearing fucking sunglasses to try and cover up the scars? Wow.
I'm fine with what the Rage Pig is saying. And he can talk about anything
Do
he
I
wants to
seem
bring up.
upset? Do I seem upset, old man?
You've been upset for the last week.
You think so? Do I seem upset? You seem
You
upset.
just cried for 2 hours on Twitter
What?
begging me to come so you could suck my
What?
dick. You're here now. Open your mouth.
No, I'm not sucking.
Come on, say
You've always been a loser.
Daddy Jim.
You've always been a loser.
Daddy Jim.
You've always been a loser, faggot. You've
Oh,
always
I
been
look like
a
Jake Gyllenhaal with those
You changed
farmer
your
muscles,
birth
don't
name?
I?
You changed your name.
Oh,
Why'd you
so
change your
sexy.
name? Why'd you
Can you
change
do the
your
Old
birth
Jim
name, faggot? Why'd you change your birth name, huh?
Jesus Christ. Oh, they're already dropping the hard fucking expletives.
You really think that's a huge thing, man?
Yeah,
Like, you've been going on about that.
Because you can't fucking own what you did in life.
If
And
Ralph,
that's
it was such a
fucking
huge,
reason
it was such a
you married.
huge deal, Ralph.
Yeah, I
Why
think
wouldn't I have done it in a
amazing
state that
that you
hides
changed
it?
your name.
Ralph,
You
if it was
changed
such a
your fucking
huge
name.
deal, why would I
You're
have not
such
gone to a
a
state that lets you
coward.
hide it?
You're
Just like
such a
LLCs.
coward that you changed the name your daddy gave you. Because you're
Oh, my daddy?
You're such
Oh,
a
not my
bitch. You're
daddy.
such a
Not my
fucking
Ronnie.
coward. Yeah, motherfucker.
Not my
You're
Ronnie.
a bitch. You know what? You can make all the jokes you want.
I'm gonna make a lot of
them. Watch this show. They're not going
Watch
to
what
change the
show?
name. They're
Watch
not
what
going to
show?
change the name.
Ralph, you have an
Whatever.
audience. Your audience is dead. It's gone.
Yeah.
What audience?
Watch
What
your
show?
life will be here in about 5 years, cancer patient, nigger. Fuck you.
Well, okay, hold on.
Not words.
Let's keep the gamer words to a minimum for the time being.
Oh boy, this is gonna have to go on the fucking main channel. I will not be able to keep this stream up later. Man's already dropped more expletives than you do.
Ralph
You know.
screams, I'm not angry, and then starts dropping N-bombs. Seems like you're a
Oh,
little upset.
oh, you've never dropped an N-bomb, you fucking loser. Who
You seem to be like pretty
who are
riled
you
up
trying to
here.
fool here?
I thought you were nice and calm.
Who are you trying to fool? Do you think I'm
Didn't they
gonna
give you a lot of pills
back down from you?
from the beat
Do you
down
think I'm gonna back down from you? Do you think I'm gonna back down from you? I'll take your old fucking greasy slut and take her around back too, you fucking motherfucker. Do you think I give a fuck?
seem so
I'm
mad.
not like Gator. I'm not like Flamenco. I'm not gonna bow down to
you're
you,
about 3
bitch.
times their size.
Yeah, I'm not
You're
gonna bow
gonna
down
be
to you.
one of you.
Oh, you're gonna wheel yourself down the block? You're talking about people's sizes? You can't even walk outside your fucking house, motherfucker. You fucking pitiful.
You can't walk down the streets of Portugal.
Okay, well, when I show up to your hometown and I'm a block away from your house, why don't you come down the block then, bitch?
You'll just hear pig noises.
Oh, because you can't fucking move.
You'll hear Sui
America
across the
down
sky.
a fucking block of
You'll hear-
bullshit with COVID. What is your answer about what you're doing with COVID? Oh, you don't want to say shit about it, huh? You want to make
Oh, no,
fun
I'll
of
listen, say
yeah,
what? Go ahead,
a fucker will sneeze on you and you'll fucking die, you fucking coward.
No, you gotta back up. Say what again? I'll let you speak and answer. What I answer for?
Yeah, COVID.
There's so much prediction coming out of Ralph's mouth.
Oh, you're done, fat ass.
Yeah, fuck you, bitch.
Did you see the liquor leak off the glass trying to get away from your...
Oh god, you can actually see the fucking scar. You can actually still see the black eye under the fucking left side on his face as he's fucking leaning into the microphone.
I'm not gonna run, bitch. I'm right here. You think
I know you can't run. I thought you got beat down by 4 Portuguese men.
Anonymous, fake, anon-faggot Jim Augustin who changed his name to get away
Augustine,
from
God, how fucking dumb are you? Say it with me.
Nobody is scared.
Say it with me, Ralph.
And they won't ever
Augustine.
be scared. Fuck you, bitch.
Augustine.
Greasy
Ralph,
green.
come on, you
Nobody
can't be religious.
gives
You
a
can't
fuck.
say this.
Nobody gives a fuck. You want to
Augustine.
talk over me? We can do it all day. Like I
Are we
said.
gonna holler? Are you a
That's
fixing to
right.
holler, Ralph?
What, you won't let me talk? So why won't I?
Come on, holler for me.
Why won't I,
Holler for me,
bitch?
Ralph.
Why won't I, bitch?
Holler
Like, you're so
for me,
fucking
Ralph.
silly. Like you're so fucking silly.
Ralph, please, holler for me.
Oh,
You just
yeah.
come and holler.
A cancer patient who can't even leave his fucking house, who thinks he has some anime babe who's like fucking 200 pounds. You're a fucking joke. Your cam whore girlfriend is a fucking joke, and your whole life is a fucking joke.
Oh, Ralph, can I ask you a question? I've always
Truth,
been genuinely
nigga.
curious about
That's
this.
the truth. Fuck you.
Oh, you don't like questions?
No, don't give me a question if you want one. I'll ask you a question. Why'd you change your name, faggot?
Because I felt like it.
Oh, is that why? I don't think so. I don't think that's right. What was your motivation? Oh, you just felt like changing your name.
Well, Ralph, if the job- if
Why
the
did you
purpose
change your
is-
name, faggot?
Are you done asking the question, pig?
Faggot, are you gonna answer it?
I'm trying to. The hog won't stop.
Oh,
yelling.
Hold on. Let him answer.
Stop, won't let him tell the truth.
Oh my
Let
God,
him
please
tell
farm
the
the gerbil, please.
truth. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Anyway, listen, okay, so you want to know why Jim changed his name? That's what you're asking.
He changed the name that he was born with because he's afraid of the things he said on the internet. Even though everybody knows where he lives, I can roll up to his house tomorrow if I like that. By the way, he thought it was funny when people came up to my. He thought it was funny when people came to my house.
Where did I say that, Ralph?
Fucking joke. Fuck you, fucker. You know what you did? You posted on that fucking stream. You posted on that fucking stream. You know what you did,
Oh,
fucker.
point me to it.
Fuck you. You know exactly what you did.
Oh, pig's
Oh, you
lying.
thought it was so funny.
Hog boy's lying again.
Cameo. You know
Perpetual
what?
victim.
Okay,
Take it
right then. Okay, say it wasn't cool.
Hold it up. Hold up,
Okay, say
fat
it wasn't cool
ass.
then. Say it wasn't cool then.
Show me, Ralph.
Okay, well tell me that I'm full of shit and that it wasn't
You
cool.
are full of shit. Hold it up. Show me.
Okay, well,
Where did I
tell
go?
me- okay, well say that it wasn't cool for people to come
I'm
on.
here to protect your fragile feelings, fuckboy.
You're full of shit, fucker. You know you
If you
co
wanna lie and get called out on it, you little bitch. Hold it up. Hold up, Piggy. Where is it?
Do you know Andy Worski was shitting on you like a month ago and like
No
showing
shit.
you bad?
Yeah.
And you fucking took his side for no reason. Like
Andy Worski was shooting on me. You know what I didn't do, Ralph? I didn't start spurting out
You're a
threatening
pitiful
fires up in
fucking
the neighborhood.
excuse for a human, dude. You're so fucking pitiful. I never
Ralph, I
fucked
didn't lose
with you.
my mind and
I
act like
never
an idiot
stick
and
to you
insult
this
my
whole entire time. You took it out of your like way to fuck with me for no reason. You kept
How have I
shitting
gone out of my
on
way to fuck
I
with
didn't fuck with you, dude. Like I didn't
How
do
have I gone
this.
out of my way to fuck with you, Ralph?
Okay, okay. Do you really like? I mean, are you serious? I'm
You can sit here and tell everybody what a badass you are, how you can take a joke, but the moment somebody shakes a pill bottle, you fall into a tailspin.
But you did that for like 6-8 months straight. It's like, okay, well, clearly this guy
I
with me.
played a pill mouse sound 3-4 times, and that was enough to make you do that.
Well, you never said, oh, Ralph, I wonder how he's doing. Maybe he's doing good. You know, I like
What
this
the fuck
fucker.
are you? You're not my friend, idiot. I told you on stream I'm not your friend.
I'm not a fucking friend either.
To your face. Do you remember that? Do you remember that stream with Pretty Fancy together?
Why would I say anything nice about you then? If you're shitting on me, why would I shit on you? You're not
Ralph,
fucking
there's a difference here between what you're saying. You want me to say nice things and pat your ass?
Yeah, fuck you.
You're not here to hold your hands in life over the internet and give money and clout.
Fuck you. You're fucking. You're disingenuous. It's like.
Ralph, there's literally a video of me saying I'm not your friend.
Are you want me to talk? Are you want to talk or no? Okay. So it's a guy who I've had on my show many times. I've known him for literally almost a decade. And of course, you know, you talk your shit. That's your thing. I don't like that doesn't bother me, but it's like every fucking time for the last year, this guy's talking shit about me. He's fucking with me, and it's like, why? Like I don't go out of my way to fuck with you. I don't do anything to you. And so at a certain point, I'm not Gator. I'm not Flamenco. I'm not so and so. And it's like this guy's shitting on me. And it's like, okay, well, fuck you. Like honestly, there's a lot of shit to talk about with you, to be quite real. And so like I don't want to take it there, but I'm not gonna be a bitch. I'm not fucking Gator. And so I'm not gonna live like that. Period. And so that's my position. And I think anybody with a brain can understand that.
Can I get my rebuttal to this?
Yes, you go ahead. You gave me all the time.
Okay. All right. Well, you made it perfectly clear. Gator had mentioned you've mentioned on the past 2 streams that you felt this way for a while, and it feels good to be able to write about it.
Sure, mother.
Which one makes me think you're a bitch?
Because you were fucking with me, dude. You know you were.
You said you're going to let me rebuttal?
You're right. You're right. You're right.
You said you felt this way for a year or more, so but you didn't say anything, which I guess makes you a bitch because you're too afraid to say anything. Secondly, you're like, why aren't you treating me like a friend? Why aren't you being my best friend? Well, apparently you've got some fucking animosity built up, huh? You got some animosity built up towards me over whatever the fuck is your issue. You literally started this.
All right,
I made a stream joking about the shit that you did in Portugal, which was funny.
It was.
And you act like, well, Jim, why would you do that? Remember Andy's name stream? I let that motherfucker up too immediately after that.
Yeah, but you know what? Andy said, even like, you know what? I feel like sometimes that I'm the only motherfucker who like actually watches this shit day to day. Do you know the things that Andy Worski has said about you personally?
Probably terrible things.
Yes.
Probably just like Matt Jarbo said terrible things.
Well, yeah, of course, but it's
Can
like,
confirm.
okay, well, I'm just saying it's like, oh, well, now Ralph's the bad guy of the week. Like, this is like.
Okay, well, I'm not totally done with my rebuttal. So what do we find ourselves with, huh? I do the Portugal stream, and what is your immediate response? You're a fucking horrible wife, which is amusing, because you'll sit there and cry on the internet about people fucking with your family, but your instant reaction is, I'm going after your wife. Don't be a hypocrite. Don't say, oh, that's off limits. But now, when I do it, it's cool. When I do it, it's cool, but you talk about my kids or my girlfriends or wives or whatever, that's the line. That's the Ralph male line. It's either all or nothing. And the shit you're doing, I'd like to make really clear when I retweet the stuff with Gator, that's not the doxing issue I have an issue with. You're going from doxing to life ruination. You want to start putting posters up?
Wait a minute.
No, I'm not done with my rebuttal. You can rebut my rebuttal in a second.
Soon.
That's
Go
fine. I'm almost done.
Okay, go ahead.
You're talking about putting up flyers. What are they going to think it is working his job and they find out he's a white nationalist? Let me ask you a question. Do you think it's funny when Nick Fuentes has his bank account taken away? You like it when he gets fucked with like that?
You know, you were joking around about him being a faggot 2 weeks ago, so you think a lot of shit is funny. That I don't.
I do think a lot of shit's funny, but I'm not the one saying that his life should be ruined. You think it was funny when Dick Masterson's MP2 project and Banks fucked him over? Like
you know who supported that? All the people you're supporting now, Jim.
Apparently you too, Ralph.
That's pretty cap. There's a difference between thinking that it's funny and being the same person that, when given an opportunity to try and destroy people, did so through trying to basically use his audience to do so. Because, like, both of them are guilty of that. Realistically, he's just trying to say anything and everything that he knows is going to piss Ralph off. Because Ralph does think it's okay when both his enemies and former allies and anybody he thinks he can get one over on can basically get abused. But, I'm not sure why exactly he chose to bring that up, if just to, like, make him look stupider. It's pretty cap, and they're kind of going in circles right now.
Oh, because you're jumping into it.
You know what? Okay, well, I'll tell you this, and I'll agree that that is a very hard
life donation. Yeah, it's not doxing, it's life donation.
Dude, people showed up to my house. People sprayed.
Did Gator show up to your house?
Today, somebody
Gator
showed up to your house and dumped shit in front of my fucking front door, and I didn't even make it public because it's like that's what they want. Like they literally dumped.
I can see your icon flashing, but I can't hear you. Okay? I can see your icon flashing, but I couldn't hear you. I thought you were talking.
No, I was chewing.
Damn, bitch, you're chewing goddamn loud.
Fucking shit. If people showed up to your house like that, you would be fucking crying, dude, to be honest with you. You've lived your whole life trying to run away from your internet antics. And you know what?
And I need to be taught a lesson, right, Ralph? You're going to teach me that lesson.
Not that, Jim, but it's like, like they know me, right? Like there was literally shit in front of my fucking front door.
You project that image. That's your selling point. You tell people you're the Ralph Mail.
Do you think that's funny? Like people show up to your house.
Well, you sell yourself as that guy. You say, I don't give a fuck, I don't care, I'm hardcore, I'm badass.
I didn't cry about it. I didn't cry about it. But what I'm saying is, do you think that's funny? Like, if that happened to you, do you think you would be like, you wouldn't? You know what I mean? Like, right? Like,
so, Ralph, let me ask you. You're asking me this question. I'm turning around on you. If you don't like it, why are you the one putting it out? If you think it's so fucking terrible,
it deserves people coming to my house.
No, I'm saying if you don't like that shit, you say you don't, and I understand you say you don't.
What am I saying?
You're gonna fuck with Gator. You're gonna try to get him blacklisted for being a white nationalist. You think that's funny? No, you think that's funny? You want to fuck with his life and do life ruination. That's exactly what you want to do, Ralph. Just understand when you put it out there, it comes back to you. No, I'm just making it real clear. You want to play life ruination, it will come right back to you.
You know what? People came to my fucking house.
It will be 10 times worse than that, Ralph. You're talking about putting flyers. What do you think it's gonna be like with you and your girl walking down the street with your face up there and it says some nasty shit? Or her face.
It seems like you're scared of that, not me.
Ralph, I'm asking. So you're cool with it?
You're scared of that, not me.
Oh, okay, Sam Kirsten, go a little more.
I'm not fucking
scared. He's gonna holler in his Sam Kirsten voice.
You're scared, boy. That's what you're like. Yeah.
Listen, holler.
You know what? You just
are
you gonna not?
Okay, life ruiner. Tell me what you think.
Life ruiner. Like you're full of shit.
I'm gonna tell you
the shit you've been involved with. You know the doxing. I was around when you were doxing people. Are you full of shit? Like who are you trying to fool? Who are you trying to fool?
Name them.
It won't be me. It won't be me. I won't be falling for your bullshit. So it doesn't bother me.
Oh, is it just like the last
one?
one?
You're just gonna yell at me? Like, look, if you're just gonna yell.
Your questions, fucking idiot. Answer them.
What question? Give me one.
You said I doxed. Who? Name them.
I mean, everybody was doxing during the Gamergate era.
I don't give a shit about everybody. Who did I dox, Ralph?
Personally, I couldn't name necessarily.
Oh, necessarily.
But I know you have made a career and a living off using dox material from Kiwi Farms.
Oh, so now it's dox material.
Shut up, man.
That's pretty cap. That is something that Medicare is 100% guilty of. He has personally shared around information that was used both on Kiwi Farms and posted on Twitter from any person who he was involved with to create beef with. Sometimes specifically just to get views, sometimes specifically just to fuck with people because he could. But he did not personally dox people. What happened was that he would reshare the material and fans of his would then do the doxing. That's the problem. If what Ralph wanted to say is that, well, he's accountable for it because that's his audience doing it, he would cop out and say, well, I'm not responsible for my audience. But both of them permitted this kind of behavior at the heyday. It's just that people don't know what Medicare used to do, so they're not gonna really hold him accountable for, you know, fucking links on an old video that only would be important to, like, maybe the 10 people who still remember it, or the few people who actually say to his face, you're full of shit right now, man. But yeah. C'est la vie.
And nobody cares about doxing. Are you a faggot or what? Nobody gives a fuck.
I just wish you could get your life straight, Ralph.
Nobody gives a
But you
fuck.
cry and play victim.
Dude, are you that fucking stupid? Like,
I'm not the one that got beat up for a purse. What are you talking about, stupid?
I never fucking built my career off
No, you went to another country and had your purse stolen. What do you mean, stupid?
Who cares, motherfucker? You changed your
Apparently
name.
30,000 people watching for me to laugh at
married a fucking, you know, greasy fucking Korean.
Here we go again. I haven't mentioned your woman once, but you can't stop
Care,
yourself.
fucker. I'll mention what I want, bitch.
Okay, so you don't cry about your kid and your wife. Don't cry about it. Don't cry like a bitch about it. Oh, my family's off limits. My family, my family.
You brought everybody else into it.
I haven't said shit about your family. You're fine doing it. You're fine doing it, so don't cry about it like a bitch.
I'm not crying.
What do you do on Twitter? My family, they my family, my precious children, my girl.
It's like, what? Because it's like you guys act like I'm the evilest motherfucker that ever existed.
You opened it. You started it.
That's not true. Okay, well, tell me how. Tell me how I
You
started.
literally wrote articles calling my wife a fat whore and a tump duck. I don't know what the fucking dumb shit you
Why
wrote.
did you do the stream when I was in the fucking hospital and fucking goddamn beat the fucking half to death?
I did the stream because
you need to fucking pile on. Why
I did the stream because it was funny, Ralph.
Okay,
You're not special.
You're fucking fat greasy
You're not special.
then, fucker.
You're not special and protected, Ralph. It's not my duty to take you to the fucking internet like
You have the speed up entirely too high.
Yeah,
I can't understand a word these motherfuckers are saying.
I kind of don't want to have to listen to Ethan Ralph whine. Even if it was on slow, it would still be just as bad.
Okay, if it's fun to make fun of me when I'm in the hospital, what's it not fun to make fun of you, Medicare?
Because I'm me, my wife isn't. Isn't that what you're crying about?
You fucking greasy.
Like, because they're like like chattering like baboons over each other. Like, so when you speed that shit up, it's just like can't understand a word they're saying.
You can barely fucking make sense of whatever the fuck she's doing. Cause I'm pretty sure Apple is fucking drunk. Almost sure. Pretty sure. Like,
he is definitely drunk.
Matt, it's fine, Matt. He
well,
can say anything he wants. I
know.
Bitch,
I know.
I know. 'Cause I'm not Gator, bitch.
I want people to drink it in. His hypocrisy, lies, and bullshit.
It in, like your whore drinks it in, bitch.
Hey, I'm just curious, man.
Yeah, you're curious. You're bi-curious, probably. That's why you hang around flamenco.
Okay, Ralph.
Gator,
Okay,
you
Ralph.
fucking bitch. Nobody gives
When are
a
you
fuck
gonna turn
about
evidence
you.
on Fuentes?
When will you die?
When are you gonna flip on
That's
Fuentes?
what we care
You know
about.
you're a snitch,
When
right,
will
Ralph?
you die, Medicare? That's
You know
what
you're
we
a
care
snitch.
about.
When are you gonna
That's
flip
my
on him?
favorite part.
Fucking die.
Ralph, when are you gonna flip on him and be a snitch?
When will he flip? You know what? We could
You're
have
gonna turn on Fuentes. When are you gonna flip on him?
conversation. We could have actually had and it felt
I
like
don't know. How do
moments.
you talk to a pig for 2 hours? What do you mean have a
Oh
conversation?
yeah, that's so funny. You know what? We could have had that, and I feel like we should have, but I don't think
You're a rage pig. You've got issues.
Okay, I'm a little delayed because I'm watching you on Twitch, and this is like, I think it's ahead. So yeah, but yeah, the part where he calls him bi-curious, it's like out of a fucking comedy. It's like out of a movie.
a really bad movie. A really bad movie made by the same people who were supposed to make Cracker.
No, I think you're really low. You're not. I think you're really underselling this. You're not giving this the credit that it's due. This is hilarious.
It is funny.
Not the whole thing.
It's just equally sad. We are watching the literal moment that a man's ego, pride, reputation, and position in life is crumbling in real time.
But that's his own fucking fault. So
Yes,
not
it is.
really that.
Yes, it is.
When it's your own fault, how can it be sad? I mean, that's just me. I mean, I'm just a heartless asshole, but like, it's your fucking fault. You're a deadbeat dad. You do all this shit. Like, what the fuck? What do you expect? What the fuck did you expect to happen?
Oh, did I forget to mention that? So, like, the worst part about the deadbeat shit is, on top of being an asshole who tried to feud with the father of his first child, when he went to the hotel to go get the fucking video that he was so proud of Christian getting arrested, that same day he skipped out on a custody court case for paternity of that child. So while he's sitting here doing this, there's going to be a period in the future, because someone's going to guarantee that it happens, that they're going to show this to his kid, or his kid's going to come across this if it gets plastered onto fucking TikTok. I've seen, like, 4 different versions of this already. They're going to see this, and this kid is going to have to deal with the fact that this is his father. Both of those kids, actually. Pray to God he doesn't have a fucking child that's a woman. If he has a female child, they are never going to live this down. God damn. You might.
Oh, that's not. This reminds me of a clip from this movie. I'm not going to tell you what it is. I think I'm just going to meme it, and you'll find out when it's on my channel.
Okay.
There's a circus. You do dumb shit all the time.
Hold on, wait. I actually want to ask.
Go ahead.
So what you're saying is, like, I just made up, like, you just not have been shitting on me for, a year. Like,
I legitimately think, my honest answer to you is, I legitimately think you're out of your fucking mind. I made jokes. I made jokes, Ralph, and you've melted down in a phenomenal way.
Well,
look at the decisions you've made over the last.
I think that's true.
Over the last 2 weeks to own Andy Worski, you flew to another country, you got beat up, had your purse stolen.
Who cares? Like,
and then after that, you flipped out when people made jokes about it.
You know what? Hold on.
It is embarrassing. You went to do that as an own.
Really.
It absolutely
Dude,
fucking
you
is.
Leave your fucking house. That's embarrassing. Do you understand?
There's a video of me
for somebody to sneeze on you.
getting beaten in the Puerto Rican streets or Portuguese streets.
Pathetic. You conned our country into a lockdown. That's embarrassing.
I didn't know I ran the government, Ralph.
It's not embarrassing.
Do I run the government, Ralph?
Of course I should get my ass whipped. I'm going around talking shit.
Do I run the country, Ralph, now too?
You're an idiot, and you know you were wrong. And why don't you just say you were wrong?
I am not wrong. I don't take back any of my
What about
viewpoints.
COVID? You don't take anything back.
nearly 1 million dead Americans, 6 million dead worldwide.
Oh,
I
it
think
was
it's a
so
pretty big deal.
tough. Goddamn, I wish they would have sneezed on you. I have to say. It would have been.
Yeah, you're vindictive and angry. You're a rage pig.
Well, I mean, you know what? That's what you guys say about me, right? Like, I don't think it's out of bounds.
Yeah,
at all.
I'm literally telling you to your face, you're a rage
You know
pig.
what? No, you know what? Okay, rage pig, whatever you want to say. But
That's what I'm saying.
all these things, like, what you think I don't see? All these people wishing me dead, saying all this shit about my fucking unborn.
When have I
child.
wished you dead, Ralph?
You didn't talk about my fucking child custody battle. You didn't.
Where?
go
Point me
into
to that too, by the way.
Oh, I can. You mentioned I can't say the name without me getting in trouble. to be quite honest
Is
with
it
you.
on my timeline? Where is it? Where have I said something about this?
Well, you
I
gotta
won't
say it, I
specifically
guess,
mention
say.
anything.
You know what you said. You
I
don't.
legitimately don't. Oh, is it because Gator donated $1? Is that what?
Like, I can't even say the name. Like,
Oh, okay. Is it because Gator donated $1? Is that what we're talking about?
you went into some names that I can't go into because it's like it's actually like a child custody battle. And you know what? All this shit aside, and again, I'm sure you're gonna shit on me forever. It doesn't matter. But like, I actually do care for my son, and all this stuff about Ralph doesn't, want to claim him, and all this bullshit is not true. And so I just want to say that for the record. And it's a very complicated situation that I have, unfortunately, cases already in that vein, etc. And again, people can, take pot shots as they wish. I would expect nothing less, and I've done nothing less. I completely understand that, but I just want to say for the record that I do love my son, and all these things that are being said are not true.
But yeah, and I like to say for the record, I haven't talked about your girlfriend or your ex-wives. I haven't talked about your fucking kids. And if you're talking about the Gator dollar thing,
Okay, well, others that you promoted have talked about that.
Okay, so you're mad at them, and then you lash out at me because you're too scared of them.
You know what? I don't even know why you had a problem with me.
I love my dead gay
You wrote 2
son.
blog articles.
Oh god. Oh.
Blog articles about heartbreak.
You were fucking with me before that. Like, do you not understand?
You're telling me that rattling a pill bottle has led you to
Why
this
would
point in your
you
life?
do that? Like, what the fuck?
Because it's funny.
Okay, but why would you like there's no okay, but it's only diminishing things that you're saying and doing. Like, it's like, why would somebody not feel hostile towards that? Like, I don't feel like that's
Ralph,
like,
you can make all the jokes you want, but you take it from a point of making jokes.
I never said like jokes about your cancer. I only said I hope this guy gets better. You understand? Like, it's like this guy's fucking shit on
Ralph,
me.
you just told everybody over the last week that you hope you've been
now,
you've been holding it in for a year.
Did he forget that he just said, "I hope you die"?
That's how you know he's drunk off his ass.
I can't tell if his face got redder or if the color balance is off.
It's his fucking face. Like, dudes his size get red so fucking easily. Like, white guys who are that fucking fat, they just get red so easily. Like a baboon's ass.
Well, yeah,
for a year, and you want me dead and in hell, and my wife's a whore,
okay,
and I'm responsible for COVID.
It's
and
the
my
wine.
baby's
He's
dead.
No, that's not fucking true. So whatever.
So you're lying again.
I'm saying when a guy's talking shit about me, of course I'm gonna say whatever. Like, that's normal. I don't think that that's outrageous. I've known you for literally 8 years. I've known Jade for the same amount of time. Do you think I really want to see you guys dead? Of course not. That's fucking insane. But you know what? You're talking shit about me. You're bringing my family into it. You're bringing my fucking.
I
son
literally
that
have not
fucking
brought
see-
your family into it. I could have said some real mean shit, Ralph, and I haven't said anything.
Well,
I mean, you're talking about all the mean shit I could have said.
You have promoted. Dude, are you really like gonna quibble? Like, do you think that like
Ralph, this is an end result of you literally fucking with everyone on the internet.
Well, that's you know what? That's why I'm not gonna take out the collection plate or like cry about it. It sucks. But I fucked with a lot of people for sure. Like,
So why are you surprised they're now fucking back with you when you do
I
something
never
stupid?
fucked with you though, Medicare. That's the thing. Like, I didn't fuck with you. There was no reason for you to pile on. That's what I'm saying.
Do you feel you're owed something that I can't laugh when you do something monumentally stupid?
Okay, tell me what I did that ever offended you or like fucked with you.
Ralph, I'm telling you, I laughed because you literally got beaten up for a purse in a foreign country.
That's not okay. Well, you know what? That's not it's funny. Like, I don't even. But it's like every time you're talking about me, it's negative. Like, why? Like, I don't.
I mean, calling him Medicare is
I
pretty
thought you had
funny.
thicker
though.
skin than this. You present yourself as that, but I guess rattling a fucking pill
I
bottle
think
and
he's
talking about
forgetting
a
how
You
to
didn't go show.
speak.
You didn't go and get her show. You didn't do all this to.
No, I think he's literally calling him Medicare.
I'm gonna do all these shows, but not to kill you.
Do you think this is a 24-hour op that I've decided to take Ethan Ralph
I
down
think
and
you did that on purpose. Yeah,
I'm working my way through the secondary shows?
I kind of think you did that on purpose. Yeah, and I don't blame you. I think it's funny. Like, honestly, I thought it was funny. I
went on Flamenco show because he challenged me to a video game, and I went on a Gator show because I like anime.
I don't know, man. It just seemed but you're rattling your pill bottles on every show. You're talking shit about me.
Ralph, if I wanted to fuck with you, why wouldn't I? If I wanted to fuck with you,
What do you
Ralph,
think? I'm imagining this? Like, I don't know.
Ralph, if I wanted to fuck with you, I'd be streaming with Josh. I'd be streaming with Andy and PPP. I'd be streaming with Nick Ricada.
But you co-signed the Andy stream when they went to my house that night. Honestly, that's kind of what made me pretty salty. Honestly,
I liked the video.
Okay,
I'm not exactly sure what Nick has to do with anything, because Nick Ricada was far after the years of either of these two relevance. The only way that would matter is that Nick Ricada was made by Kiwi Farms, which indirectly means that he's explicitly mocking the fact that if he really wanted to do it, he would want to do it with specifically Josh, with Nick there. And basically bounce off the two of them and use it. Because it's not that Nick's audience is the problem, because Nick has a core audience of pretty much Kiwi Farms users, and people who have tied on after his popularity got big enough to the point that he had mainstream relevance. But Josh is 100% guilty of the shit, because he's the one who made Chris Chan getting arrested even possible by giving him money to the point that he ended up raping his mother. And he made Nick possible, so I guess flexing the fact that he has what he'll never have, I don't know. Seems like a weird dig.
Shaking our little pill bottles. That was the exact picture that I put out, Ralph.
Can I say this?
Go ahead.
I will say, and again, you are correct. There were different segments of the stream, and it's so the Jesse BS, I'll call him, came to my house, and so that was a different segment. But there was a segment they had advertised you for the show, basically, and
yeah, that wasn't me. It's a robot.
Well, I know it's not you. I understand that. And even though I knew that, and I don't like the person, I know that already. Kill he's done videos before. But you're like, oh, well, this is so funny. Oh, it's like, well, this dude just came to my house. I know, you know what? You say whatever you want about my fiance, but I'm literally going on fucking Monday to Virginia Beach to see the guy who tried to kidnap her out of her house last year get sentenced. And I'm going to write about it. I'm going to talk about it. So you know what? Anybody can say what they want. And it wasn't like, you know.
Yeah, but what about the response to that, Ralph?
And like, you know,
Ralph, what about the response to that, though, Ralph? I mean, you say she was fucked up over it. She had something bad happen to her.
Well, she was scared.
No. I'm not arguing that, Ralph. I'm not arguing that. What I'm saying is, if she was so scared and fucked up over it, why did you then try to own Andy Worski immediately?
His voice alone makes me laugh.
I know that's the
he does sound like a stoner pig.
Why do that?
Well, I'll say this.
Like a stoner cartoon pig.
He's never in danger because
he is Eric Cartman.
So I was never worried about her personal safety.
Cartman.
The reason she was scared at first is because she didn't know who it was, not because it was Jesse PS or Worski or anybody else. It was because like, oh shit, it was because I messaged her and I said, oh, somebody's outside. Holy shit. That was what, you know, got her worked up. That being said, if somebody showed up outside your house right now, you would be worried. Jim,
Ralph, here's what I do. Here's the simplest answer. You don't answer the door.
You fucker.
You don't answer the door, Ralph. Easy.
Dude, Jim.
Hey, not interested.
I'm serious. Like, are you serious? Like, if somebody fucking came to your house, I've had this happen a number of times, and I realize, you know, I put my name out there and everything else, but you're like halfway in, halfway out too. You're not an anon. People know who you are in reality. And
yes,
so,
Ralph, I've been doxxed multiple times.
Well,
yes.
that's what I'm saying. But like, what, you can't sympathize with this at all? Like, I hope people listen to this and like actually get some.
No, I'm confused that you present to the internet that this was a traumatic event for her, but then you're on a plane to teach the A-logs. Makes you seem disingenuous.
I said she was like frightened for a second, like, you know, 30 seconds, like, oh my God, who's out here? Once she saw it was Jesse PS, it's like, well, he's a faggot, you know. I didn't say she was like cowering in fear, could never fucking recover. What I'm saying is, by the way, when I came home today,
that is cap. That is exactly what he did.
People had dumped shit out in front of my door.
When you say shit, do you mean stuff or actual shit?
I mean like corn cobs, actually, is what it was.
Come on, are you fucking serious?
Well, what if I came and took a shit on your front porch? Like, do you think it would be? You're
telling me people drop corn cobs in your yard?
Yeah.
Do you think it was Jesse? Probably.
But by the way, Jesse has a fucking, like, my fiance put out a fucking order against him, so I hope it was Jesse because he's gonna go to jail. If it was Jesse, but
actually,
either way,
I have a question related to this, and this is an honest one.
God,
you promoted the Frank Castle
impersonation pretty well.
You promoted the Frank Castle and movie thing as being based in Red Pill.
You really need to get a red hat.
I'm trying to like get the voice. I'm trying to get the voice down, he's half shrill and like half. Like deep voice jowls. like he talks in his jowls, but then he's very shrill a lot of the time.
Yeah, the alcohol, baby.
let you ask whatever. I'll let you ask whatever.
Okay.
I'll let you do whatever you want to do. But if somebody took a shit in front of your front door right now, or if I was right here and I said, hey, Jim Augustine, whatever the fuck you call yourself right now, and I started beating on your fucking front door, you would not think it was funny. You would not.
You want my honest reaction? I tell you two things.
Tell me.
I'd say, suey, because I think that is funny. And then I'd be like, fuck off, you're trespassing. And then when you inevitably, because you're drunk and head wounded, and when you're head wounded, I would say you're trespassing,
You
and
think
you're
I'm
suspended
dumber than
sentence.
I am, Jim. I would just walk off your property.
Dude, you can't tell me that I think you're dumber than you are after this last week. Come on.
No.
Come on.
Well, you know, I said all this because I felt all this. I feel like a lot of people are enthralled to you, and it needs to be broken. And
So,
actually,
I have to be taught a lesson. Right. You've been holding that in.
No, it's not that. No, it's not that.
It's resentment, animosity.
Like people think that, I can't be my own man or something. And this guy's talking shit about me all the time. It's like, what the fuck?
Oh, so other people are giving you shit for pill bottles, and now you've got to come teach me a lesson because you've got goaded
No,
into
it's
it.
not teaching you a lesson. It's like, why even? I don't say shit about you. Like, I don't know. Why do you think if it was anybody else, you know what I mean? Like going out, I won't say going out of their way. But like fucking, you know what I mean? Like if it was Mersh or whoever, like covering you or doing something about you, you would definitely not think that was cool.
No, he'd do the exact same thing because Jim doesn't care.
That's probably a bad example to bring up.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It just seems like, and again, all these times, like there was nothing stopping you. Even now, tonight, it's like, I won't come on the kill stream. It's like, why not? Like,
I'll tell you why. Is it my fucking job to get you money and fame? Like, how
No,
long do I have to
it's
drag
not.
your ass through the internet and the minefield that it is?
Yeah, no.
No. You like to talk about biggest in the sector. When I was on your show, you had viewers. When I left, you didn't.
I
So
still
am I
got
supposed to come
1,000.
on and get you fucking money? Am I here to be your
1,000
ATM
is
Ralph?
all I need, Jim. Augustine or O'Shaughnessy.
Augustine. Jesus Christ, Augustine. There you
Augustine,
go. Like the
whatever you
saints that you pretend to be religious.
Like the saint of faggotry, like you are.
Yeah. Make me money. That's all I hear from you. I want money. Come on my show. Make me
Nobody
money.
cares about you, Jim. Just go.
You obviously do. You suck my dick for 2 hours to have this conversation.
Look, I
Look
try
at
to
the smile. You know I'm telling the truth. It's breaking through. You know I'm telling the truth.
What did you tell him the truth about? What?
You sucked my dick for 2 hours. You wanted me to come on, and then you bitch and say,
but, like everybody wanted to see it, right? Like, I mean, what the?
"Well, yeah, because your show shit without something fucking put together and entertaining,
No,
right?"
it's not. I was making money before you came.
Oh, yeah, $200 off Richard Spencer debating the 18th.
Stop picking at your hair.
Shit.
Well, that's all I need, Nick.
All right,
What are you
keep
talking
picking
about?
at it.
Well, apparently you
'Cause
need more
it's
to
itchy.
call into my name.
I didn't. You were fucking with me. You've been talking about me for 2 weeks.
Oh, it needs to be on the kill stream. You need to have it on the kill stream.
2 weeks, Jim, Augustine, or whatever the fuck you call yourself.
How are you having this? Do you have head trauma?
Augustine.
Augustine, there you go.
Oh,
Fucking
does
shit.
that bother you? Does it bother you when I mispronounce it? Oh, it's not like I did that on purpose, Yankee faggot.
Well, no, it seems like you're desperate to get my real name out there, so let me help you, drunk.
Yeah,
It's Augustine.
Go ahead, get it out there. I'll be paying a visit to your town. Don't worry.
See, listen to you. You cry and cry about being
not
harassed, and then you're like, I'm going to teach you a
want
lesson.
to fuck with me? I'm gonna fuck with you.
I've done nothing to you but laugh. Look at yourself.
Okay,
You're
well, I'm
fucking
gonna laugh.
insane.
I'm gonna
Oh
laugh
god, I just
myself.
realized
Oh,
who
you
Ralph
laugh
reminds
yourself?
me of. He reminds
the
me of
Godfather voice,
when
or you just did the Pills
on
Committee?
Mad TV when Will
Oh, you so
Sasso
fucking
impersonated
bitch. Oh, fuck
Kenny
life.
Rogers.
Can I get an oink? Rage Pig, can you give me an oink?
Jesus Christ,
Yeah,
that's
fuck life.
exactly who he reminds me
It's
of.
harassing me. I'm so sad. Stop it. I'm
Right.
going to teach everybody a
When the
lesson.
cancer kicks in. Is this when the cancer kicks in?
The cancer's
When the
ongoing,
cancer
dipshit.
really hitting you? Yeah, I can't wait. I'll piss on your grave.
Oh.
Do you really think you're gonna out like low me? You won't, dude. Don't worry about it. You know me. You already know me.
Gravity helps you. It pulls that gut so far down to bifurcate it.
Yeah.
I'm never going to outlaw you, Ralph. There's no way to physically do it.
Gravity ain't gonna save you and your fucking greasy Korean horror. You're both going straight to
See,
hell.
look at there. You did it again.
You're both going straight to hell.
I don't bring up any of your family, but you jump right into it and then cry like a bitch when the internet does it.
I don't cry.
You cry like a little bitch.
I just
Hey,
point
my
it out
girlfriend's so
because they have
scared.
no
She's so
funny.
scared of
It's
the
like-
Pampers.
No.
They left corn cobs. How would you like it? I'm going to teach you a lesson. I'm gonna go to Gators College and tell
You're
them
greasy
national
Korean
player.
whore.
Why
Why
is this
not?
life?
Why not? You fucking me? Why?
Oh, cool. So you think it's cool when it happens to Nick
I think it's
Fuentes?
cool to fuck with somebody who fucks with you.
Okay, good. I'm glad you like that happens to Nick Fuentes. How about Dick Masterson? Is it cool when it happens to him?
I like anybody who fucks with me getting fucked with. Period.
Do you believe that principle applies
Oh,
to Nick
man,
Fuentes?
Apply it to anybody.
You believe it should? Should it
Korean
all
horror.
life?
No, because I don't have a black and white view like you because you're a fucking retard.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay.
I have
Yeah, double standards. That's what that's
people
called.
who fuck with me deserve what they get. That's what I have. That's my standard.
Yeah, double standards. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, no, it's just the truth. Thank
Yeah,
you.
the truth is the double standards, Rage Pig. Jesus, keep up.
Well, I mean, it's the truth. I don't like.
They're
it. I
really
think that's
showing me an
standard
ad
too,
right
but you
now.
just don't wanna
Jesus
say it.
Christ.
Yes, they
Really?
said,
Yes, they are.
Oh, Jim Doxson.
Twitch gotta get that money, honey. Twitch gotta get that money. I ain't getting
I
the
mean,
money.
I see you in the corner, but I can't fucking hear you anymore because they're playing this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look,
I
I would
have-
appreciate it.
I have
as a
no
content-
control.
as a-
I have no control over the ads.
I know. I mean, I would appreciate it if I got that revenue, but like, at the same time, it's like, and now they're playing it. What the fuck is this? What is fucking you?
Exactly. it's not just bad enough.
Let me turn my let me turn on my, well, see, it's over. But I was gonna turn on my camera and show you how ridiculous this shit is.
No, I can see it. I have my second screen running. I can see the ads when they pop up. It used to be just, oh, here we go, an ad. Every fucking 5 to 10 minutes. Nah, they hit y'all motherfuckers with the back-to-back. A back-to-back.
And this is why I'm not gonna be streaming on Twitch. I'm always just gonna stream on YouTube because that's just no. Plus all the restrictions with language. I think they sound more strict than YouTube. That's why I'm staying off that shit.
Yes, they are. That's why I'm gonna have to delete your slide later after I get it downloaded.
If I make it to my mom's later on this month, I will be streaming a lot more, probably, than I used to, because I'll have the good internet.
Who did I dox? Can't name anybody. You said, "Oh, Jim attacked my family." Oh, you point me to it. You can't point me to it. Oh, Jim does this. You can't point me to it. It's all these.
I just hope I can stream in HD.
Are you want me to talk? We can end it early, but I do focus on the doxing thing.
Go ahead. Because
it's like, you know as well as I do that the whole doxing, oh my god, so and so's a dox, like, is retarded, right? That's like
I've publicly said.
So the thing about doxing, especially considering this is the thing that I had to cover, doxing is not your name. It's your name, it's address, it's any person who employs you, it's your bank account information, it's the places where you've been employed, the places where you would want to be employed, what we call your digital footprint, and then tying that to you to create what we call a digital doorstep. Any person who's familiar with the news article playlist that I have on my stream knows that that's the name that is on that, the digital doorstep. That is an in-joke that I chose to put there, because if you were coming to learn anything about me, more than likely the first thing you're going to do is click on something that I've actually reported on. That's actually important. That's actually a very important detail when it comes to cyber harassment. Because if a person can just find out this information by just doing the work and the effort, it actually isn't a crime. So, like, when you have a fuckload of information on your Facebook page, and people are able to use that to cross-reference you, you don't private your shit, you have things up there, you know, geotags of places where you dined, where you shopped, events and posts where you're tagged with other people, or from exes, or from friends that are no longer alive and living, that you went to events with. That is not considered doxing. You could consider it private, sensitive information, but you put it on the internet, so therefore it is public. If it's on a private account, but somebody does some cyber sleuthing, like they just came out of a fucking BET film, they pay that $29.99, Jay. Even though that's like a secondary service, that honestly, please don't pay money to try and dox people on the internet. If you're gonna do anything that involves investigation, hire an actual fucking detective, or just call the police. If you're gonna do any kind of digging for something with non-criminal offenses, talk to somebody whose job that is to do. Because if you fuck up and you try to use information, you know, to scare somebody because you think you're big and bad, you will find yourself in court for cyber harassment. You could probably get sued for anywhere between $10 to maybe $100,000 and at least 4 years in pound me in the pooper prison. Not county, federal. That is a felony. So when you come out of the woodworks and you're like, well, I know your real name. Listen, everybody knows my name is Carl. I put that out there myself. I know what it's like to be doxxed. But doxing is not, he said my name, okay? Can we stop that? Is it possible that we can finally stop that? Because I wish it would stop. I'm so tired of hearing people say, he doxed me. I have seen 20 TikToks within the last month of people freely going and doing what actual doxing is and being proud about it. There's one white woman in question who I'm thinking of right now. She takes her glasses off when she fucking does it, and she's so happy. She's so proud to destroy people's lives, whether or not they did something what you could consider actually racist or not. And to constantly see the word be just used for, you made fun of me on the internet, and you used my fucking you used my middle name when you did it, and it made it hurt more. Please shut the fuck up. Please, eat 2 dicks. Eat 2 dicks!
voted, that's
I think
stupid,
I
right?
publicly stated that there's a difference between when you dox somebody and you do life ruination. What you're doing is life ruination.
Okay, well, what's he doing then? What?
And there is no difference. Doxing and life ruination is the same thing. Because really, what he means when he says life ruination is canceling.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing.
Wait, what is Gator doing when he shows DMs and talks about what a shit boss you were that underpaid him? Probably shitting on you, Ralph. That's what he's doing.
Well, I didn't underpay him for one thing.
You pay him 150 to 200 when you're making
Yeah,
5 to 10 grand a month.
and
You're
that
a
wasn't
cunt.
worth what he fucking.
You're a cunt for doing that. That's why Gator's not there, and Zidane's not there, and Flamenco's not there, and all your co-hosts leave.
You know what?
It's very elfish of you, Ralph, how you pay
You know
your
what? Let me talk.
co-stars.
So it's like, okay. It's like this is a guy who said he was my best friend and cozied up to me for years and years and said he would never leak things and never go against me and never do this and never fuck with my family. And then it's all on the front page. So you know what? You can say everything you want, but you have no fucking clue what it's actually like. And so you can sit here and you can claim.
So Ralph, how bad would things have to be if your best friend, like you said, of 8 years has turned on you?
Piece of shit. And I'll tell
No,
you.
but if he did it, why would he do it? If you're such close friends, how bad must you be acting?
He did it. You know why I think he did it? And I'll
Why?
tell you this truthfully. I think he did it because he thought I was going to go after him. That's why.
Jeez, I wonder why he thought that.
I wasn't going to. That's the thing. Like,
Oh, yeah, the words of an angel, right?
I literally wasn't. Like, I have nothing on him. Like, I don't have. That's the thing. Like, he's taking all these screenshots and doing all this shit. Like, I have no Gator folder. I have no. Like, I definitely could have one if I wanted to.
Wow. So that's also a lie. What happened is that somebody approached Ralph with Gator's docs, and he got really happy and interested about it, and then started shitposting about it while he was inside of Discord. And Gator got the logs of those, and he posted them to Twitter, and then that was what caused him to get involved and to go talk to Flamenco. He was bragging about it on Discord and waving it around. Then somebody tried to come to someone else about it and told them, hey, I have an interest in it, which is what tipped off Gator. Gator looked into it. He saw Ralph talking about it red fucking handed.
But I don't have any like dirt on him or anything like that because like this. I mean, to be quite, you know, you can say what you want, but like this is one of my best friends, to be honest, if not my best friend. And so like I didn't sit there.
I'd use past tense. I don't think he likes you.
Definitely was. He's a piece of shit. Now I wouldn't piss on him if he's on fire. But the thing is, like at the time, like I didn't set up a fucking dossier. Like I didn't sit here and think, oh my god, what I showing Gator like he literally fucking was threatening to kill himself 3 months ago because of a bad test at his nursing school or whatever. Like I didn't sit here and say, oh, let me screen cap that, Jim. Jim will think it's funny 3 months from now. I didn't sit here and say that. You understand? And all that shit fucking happened, and all the shit in real life fucking happened. And so
That
for him
was
to sit
funny.
here and go that route, it is what it is. I completely understand.
And so now, instead of getting equal
But
measure
it's
of
not-
friends,
Keep in mind, I am severely delayed.
It's cool for people to come to my house.
Did Gator go to your house? Why are you pinning it on Gator? No. No, you don't get to do that. Did Gator do it?
Okay, you know what? Actually, you're more to blame than Gator because you basically co-signed their fucking stream. If you want to know
What the fuck are you talking about? What stream where you got corn cobs?
Like, okay, let me ask you this. So the stream where they went to my house is the same stream where the like gym amalgamation or whatever happened.
Yeah, the robot thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So at the end of the stream, you're like, oh, it's so funny. Well, you know how people take that.
Did I like the fucking gym video?
No, it's like you co-sign basically what they're doing to me, and that's how.
Let me learn you something, bro. Let me tell you something, Jim.
Paranoid. Man.
Okay, you don't think that at all? Like, what? Would you think that's crazy? Do you think that's literally?
I do think you're fucking crazy. Yes, I think you're out of your
I
fucking
might be crazy. Okay, you know what? I might be crazy, but I don't really think that's crazy. And I'll ask the chat. So,
Ralph, I'm sitting here calling you a rage pig and talking shit to you. Do you think if I was holding back that I wouldn't admit that if that was the case?
I just don't think you make any sense, right? Like, so you co-signed the very end of a stream where they.
I co-signed the video related to me, Maminko, and Gator shaking pills because that is something I find funny.
So you don't think that somebody who
I was like, it's crazy. I'm crazy.
People going to Ralph's house.
They could say whatever they want.
Okay, well, you don't care. Well, then I don't care about you, right? Like, so, like, why are you offended?
No, why are you acting like I need to be on like the defense for you? I'm not. I'm like, am I on your team?
Well,
Are we a football team?
You're acting like I'm out of bounds talking about your fucking.
Because you're writing fan fiction in your head. It's fucking weird.
Okay, well, you started it. Is what I'm saying.
You literally wrote it as that. You're writing fan fiction in your head.
Do what you did. You took it there. Is what I'm saying.
What did I do?
You co-signed motherfuckers coming to my house.
This is what I'm talking about. You are
okay, you're
paranoid.
telling me you know you did that. Right? Just admit it.
You are paranoid.
Okay, so you co-signed that segment of that show. Okay.
Why do you think I screen capped it?
Why couldn't you just say us? Because it would lose you cool points. Sorry.
No. What you want to say is why couldn't you defend me, Daddy Jim?
Now, why can you say, "Oh, it's not cool to go somewhere"? You know,
Yeah. Everybody likes to say "Daddy Jim" in a shit tone, right? But when it's when the rubber hits the road, suddenly it's "Protect me, Daddy Jim."
Like I literally can look up the clips. He was shitting all over you, dude, shitting all down your throat, like just literally desecrating you.
Ralph, that's
mind-boggling.
Holy shit, Ralph, that's fine,
dude.
You don't think that I would think that Andy would hate me after the AIM stream? I'm sure he fucking sees about that. I'm sure he hates me for it. I bet you there are screen caps of Jarbo talking boatloads of shit. I bet there's stuff of Crowd out there and Sargon and everybody else.
I don't think, like, I really, and I hope, of course, there'll be, you know, negative and minus, whatever, pro and positive people, pro and negative people who watch it, but I really don't think that I sound that crazy from my own.
I'm telling you, if you've ever taken my word for anything at all ever, Ralph, you sound fucking insane. I don't know if it's a head trauma, legitimately.
Top 3 reasons
or Ralph, okay, I'll set up the timeline. I'll explain why I think you're fucking nuts. Okay. Your quality of content has diminished. And I'm not talking about your ability to do a show, but you've been seemingly hitting pills or alcohol. I don't know what, but you're fucked up all the time.
Wait, years at a time.
Let me go.
Debates that you can't even. Oh, Jesus. Go ahead. I'm just saying.
You want to know why I think what I think? I'm telling you, because you're fucked up all.
But go ahead.
You're fucked up all the time. You get into a fight with Andy Warski to teach him a lesson right after you sell the internet. Your wife is scared. You hop on a plane to fucking Portugal. You get beat up, have your purse stolen. People make jokes about that. Suddenly you go into full fucking rage pig mode. You're going to fucking teach people a lesson. And I'm not talking doxing. I'm talking life ruination. You're going to tell him he's a white supremacist. You want Gator to suffer. You don't want him to work or go to school or anything like that.
I don't.
Way above him laughing at you on the internet. That's a fucking ridiculous explanation.
Okay. I will say this. He went after my family first, and so
how did he specifically?
Well, look, when he made the donation that he made, it became a different type of situation.
Ralph, what? Okay, you're telling me you don't believe in tit for tat? You just said that when somebody fucks with you, you fuck with them.
I will say this. It was funny, and it was like I could even see myself doing it. To be quite honest with you, but it was like once he did that, it was like okay, and I did do my Killstream severance package. That's true. And I maybe should not have done that. But that being said,
that's not the first time, Ralph, by the way.
Wait, let me say this. Hold on. Don't cut me off. He had went on air and talked a lot of shit about me the night before. So it was like, okay, I shouldn't have done that probably. That's true. But once he brought that certain situation in, I don't really feel an inclination to back down off of it, I guess. I guess you could say. And again, I like it's kind of it's a sad situation, but it is what it is. I guess you could say on that.
But okay, you're gonna seriously tell me you don't think this now sounds insane that you're going to do all this because of a $1 donation?
Well, I'm not doing anything. Like
you're going to go fuck with his life. You've told everybody. You're proud of it.
I was gonna go to Greenville. Oh yeah, you're really scared of that, right? Like,
I know. I'm talking about doing this to Gator for $1. That's what you're saying. The root of it is the $1 donation. You're gonna go try to get a blacklisted.
Why I don't like. So I went on air. I mean, if you want to have a conversation about it, we can. I went on air and basically, you know, everybody's shitting on me, you included. And I went on air and I was like, oh, it's good to get rid of the dead weight or whatever. And like, he kills some Flamingo show and like just fucking completely trashes me. I mean, what are you supposed to do with something like that? Like, I don't know.
You do a stream and you shit back on him. That's the internet.
Okay, well, right. Well, okay. Well, it's like, I don't know.
It's like he forgets and then he remembers and then he forgets again.
Because he's fucking drunk.
He's bringing like personal shit into
it. Man, diabetes. I kind of forgot what was happening. 2 seconds ago.
Yeah, that's fine. But what I'm saying is, it's beyond doxing, right? You want to ruin his life.
Well, he wants to ruin my life, Jim.
How the fuck is he ruining your life?
He did the last week. What do you think all these 8-hour streams and you sending out 20 tweets of fucking, you know, every?
Because this is a trash fire. You've turned it into a trash fire.
You're telling me you didn't, like, you're trying to ruin me. Like, that's literally what's going on.
You are ruining yourself, bro. You are ruining yourself. I'm watching this take place in real time. You are devolving down a path of a spiral, the likes of which I haven't seen in a long time, and I don't know why. I don't know if you really got hurt in Portugal and there's some kind of legitimate brain hurt, or if it's like pills or liquor. I don't know what the fuck it is, but you are spiraling, dude.
Well, you know, I've heard that. And I had some people you know why
you had people tell you that you're spiraling and your result was to continue doing the self-destructive behavior that made you spiral.
I feel like that is a narrative basically is kind of from what you guys said.
It's not a narrative, it's happening in real time.
Why is one of the tags on your stream LGBTQ?
They did that automatically.
Why?
I once clicked on that as a joke, and now it won't come off. They labeled me the gay Jake. That ain't me queer.
I will say that I don't really feel
The stain of the game.
like it seems like you've been going out of your way to
Stain of the game.
Well, I guess
When I go out of my way to shit on you, it'll look like Jack Murphy.
I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be right on that. And I will say this with Gator, we talked and you know, doing this day to day for a living, I think maybe people don't understand that it's kind of a cutthroat thing. And so I talked to him before about, you know, Worski had fallen out. Worski never asked me. By the way, I know you talk about money and you talk about all this and that. I've never withheld anybody's money, but I'm also don't offer money either. Like, I mean, I'll be real with you. Like, if people like, you know, you have to ask for what you're worth, right? I paid Gator per month for things that he did. I didn't pay Worski.
Yeah, but dude, you
Well,
you
let
seem
me
to,
finish. Wait,
no, I don't care about Worski. With in regards to Gator, there was an incident about.
What's this?
Uh,
I don't. Yeah.
Huh?
Well, I'll
I
let
said-
you. I'll
Yeah,
let you
just one interjection, not about Worski.
go ahead.
Like 2 or 3 years ago, you got into a fight with Gator, and the first thing you hammered him about was how poor he was
true.
and how he had to beg you
That's
for
true.
$300.
That's true. And I apologize for that publicly, Jim.
But it
And,
seems like you used him as your financial whipping boy.
but well, you know what actually happened during that episode? Look, you know, I don't think I've ever hidden from this, and I'm not gonna hide from it now. I've had problems with substance abuse and all that. Like, I don't think.
No shit.
Well, okay, right? Well, okay. Well, you know what? You got a DUI. You got shit in your past.
Yeah,
too.
when I was 21.
Okay. Well, you know what? Don't act like you're holier than thou.
I'm not. I'm just setting the record straight. That was, 20
all
years
right,
ago.
well, you know, you just had to set the record straight. Why can't you? Anyway, whatever.
Because you keep making shit up. We have to go through it.
I made your DUI up?
No, but you made about 5 things before it up, so I just want to make sure everybody's clear.
Oh, so you did get a DUI, to be clear.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, when I was
Just to be
21.
clear, you did receive a DUI. Okay.
Absolutely.
Man, I siphoned Hennessy up my ass, and you got a DUI once when you were 21. No, that all. We're the same. We're the fucking same.
That you were on the financial thing with Gator before, and you treated him like a
Well, I
financial
said
whipping boy.
Gator got thousands of dollars from me, and it's not, you know, you can.
Oh, for the course of years, dude. Come on.
We're brothers. We're brothers, baby.
The kill stream, like,
We're brothers. We drink and beat our wives, and we stub them. Oh god.
25 times in the last 5 months, 6 months.
What about the last 8 years? The 7 years that you've been doing
Okay,
it?
well, Gator, and I said this on air before, like, Gator's main quality wasn't even his on air necessarily capabilities. It was his institutional knowledge of the kill stream itself, which is even greater than mine. Which
Institutional knowledge of the kill stream. Institution, as in a structure. A structure that is rigidly upkept. So what you're saying is that you made fun of the person who basically made your career possible. And you did it for fun. While underpaying him. Without a contract. If he wanted to, he could actually take him to fucking court.
said before. So yeah, I mean that was Gator's main quality.
Because he's admitting that he was an employee. And that he abused his employee. He could make me get like 5, 10, 15 maybe. 15K out of him. At max.
What do you say?
What about his accusation that you had promised Dan and him $33,000?
I heard that, and I've never actually heard that from him before. Then
Did
actually,
you promise it ever?
no,
You never promised him any YouTube revenue.
I never did, and I heard that, and I was like,
Zidane will never come forward with a story saying that you did.
I don't think so. No,
There are never going to be logs that are going to pop up where that's mentioned.
I don't think so. No.
Okay.
I know there won't be any contracts that pop up where I says I did for sure. So if there's any contractual agreements where it says I did, you could let me know, Jim. But I don't think you'll see those.
I'm sure more elves will get involved.
Yeah, if you have some mystery contracts, you probably would have already shown them. But yeah,
No, I'm literally asking this because it's going to be embarrassing.
well,
if that happens.
what I'm saying is like, so Worski clearly was upset about money. Do you know Worski was left for dead and completely broken, and you pissed on him, and everybody else pissed on him?
So then why are you surprised I laughed at the...
No, I'm not. You know what? I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. I'm just like chagrined, I guess would be the word. It's just like, why? Worski himself was like left for dead, and he had 20 viewers, and I said,
That's not the same. That's not the same. Why are you using the terminology Left 4 Dead? What happened with the Warski is what happens when any person... We talked about this literally 2 nights ago. What happened to Warski is the result of cringe culture. Everybody wants to be based, nobody wants to be cringed, but everybody does want to be the person who's making fun of the person who's being cringe. Right now, that is Ethan Ralph. When it was Ethan Ralph on top, he did it to everybody else. When that happened to Andy Warski and he got involved in what Internet Let's Plays is all about, he did the same shit too. Then the wheel turned. Then he was time for him not to be the bird but the statue, and everybody shat on him. But he persevered through it because it was not real life. What happened to him from his own actions, that was real life. Everybody laughing on the internet, that's just noise. He rose above the noise, and now he's here. Now it's your turn to face the music, and you can't even make it through the white noise of a man roasting you for your life. So you claim the same thing happening to you now is the same as what everybody else already did to Warski then. The only person actually showing him any level of civility being me. Literally me. I remember it to the day. Because what had happened is somehow I fucked around and somebody bet me that I would not review a porn as an actual film. Because they showed it to me as a film. And I showed this because this was at the time where Andy Warski was like making himself as like an official porn reviewer. Posted on the timeline. He laughed. That's how I got his follow. So I know he's lying. Bro, come on. Bro, come on. At most, he dealt with like maybe 20 or 30 messages until people just forgot and moved on to the next thing that, hey, look, it's Race Warski. Nobody even calls him that anymore. Bro, come on.
Said Warski still has talent. He's still a host. He's a fucking good host. And he's funny and he's got timing and it's like, bring him back. And I brought him back. Me. That was my decision. Do you understand? It was not
There's the Kingmaker shit.
Jim. It was nobody else.
There it is.
Else
There it goes.
Everybody else left him for dead. And I said, this guy's got talent. Let's do this. And I've done that with a lot of people. And I'm not a perfect person. I will agree with that. I hate that it feels like this with me and you because we've known each other for a while. It is what it is, though, I guess. I feel like you kind of went all in on trying to sink me.
I have not gone all in, Ralph. It would look much different. It would look way fucking different. You know it. You fucking know it.
You know I still like you. Like, I can't help it. Like, it is what it is, and I know you're gonna piss on me.
You know I still like you, baby. Like, you know I still like you. Like, come on, man. Like, suck my dick, man. Man, come on, man. Man. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. We go back so far.
But,
I'm after that Jake Gyllenhaal shit.
We've known each other for many years. It's kind of surreal. By the way, I think we're still on Monday Matt's channel.
Yeah, we are. Matt's still there.
Yep, I am just listening for a moment where I might be needed, but in the meantime, you guys have been great, so keep it up.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. And by the way, I know I want to say this earlier. Of course, you know, when I get attacked personally, I have a tendency to lean in on the heel type activities. And of course,
I believe the term
The
is
heel
rage
type.
yeah, well, I don't know that term, but I have a tendency to lean in. I think the Gator kind of, you know, invited that type of activity. That being said, you know, I didn't actually reveal his name or anything like that.
Gator invited that activity by having a $1 donation on the stream. Me attacking him, you know, I'm just doing heel type behavior. You know, I go to your house, I break your mom's legs, I break up the place, I steal your shit, I impregnate your daughter. I'm just doing the Black Air Force energy stuff. Well, come on, man. It's the same.
You just did on stream. You played a whole video of Gator.
Yeah, but you knew, like, okay, well, everybody knows who I am, Jim. Like, what the fuck? What I'm supposed to?
Why would you make an obvious lie that's just contradicted in a second? I never revealed this shit. You literally did.
What I'm saying is, I wasn't the one who doxed him.
You literally did on Odyssey. I watched it on Flamingo stream.
But, I mean, the video itself was what doxed him, not me, right? Like,
the video that I showed on my stream, on my channel, on my fucking official means, on the thing that I chose to post after I went on and was embarrassed on Chrissy Mayer's podcast, that thing was not done by me. It was done by Odyssey. It happened on their service, god damn it. can't prove it.
Those are two different things.
That sounds like you're quibbling now, Ralph.
Okay, so what? Oh, well, let me ask you this: what, he's supposed to be above that?
I never said he was.
Okay, well,
I'm just saying, if you were going to be honest about it, be honest about it. You dox him because you're
you're
mad.
right. You're right. Okay, so like what? But you know for a fact, I want to go back to the discussion I had just a little bit earlier. Like this whole doxing is like burning witch fire thing. You know that's bullshit, right? Like that's fucking crazy.
Ralph, I draw the line at, I've always said this publicly, life ruination. You start showing up and trying to fuck with people's works and their family life and their
Okay,
job
well,
and their
you
church.
showed up to my house in the last 2 weeks, Jim.
Yeah, but Gator didn't, Ralph.
That's true.
Gator's not planning on doing it, is he, Ralph?
Well, I don't know what he's planning now.
Well, with your fan fiction bullshit, who knows what you think? You probably think he's hiding behind the sprinkler.
You said I was trying to fucking kill Gator a couple of days ago. You
I
made me
literally
look
have never said that, and you'll never find a clip of me saying it or a tweet of me saying it.
They weren't saying that on air, though?
You said I said that.
Okay, well, you weren't fucking
You
promoting
sure
the
attribute a lot of shit to me that I don't do, Ralph. Go get mad at the people that are doing it,
It's
Ralph.
just important, though. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, I never did anything to you. Like, it's like, why? I don't know.
You're asking me to hold people back? Is that what you want?
No, but it's like, you don't have to support it. Like, what the fuck?
You've made me pay attention to it because, as I've said, you've gone into a tailspin and it's become a dumpster fire. What are you doing?
Well, you're right about that. I'll say I should just not respond. But you know, when you're hearing just fucking,
I'm not even saying you can't respond. You can talk all the shit in the world. You can tell people Gator's a massive faggot. You hate me and I have cancer. I don't give a shit. But it's that life ruination line. You're playing with fire with that shit.
No, do you not understand? This is my life. Fucking super chats and restreams and all this shit. This is what I do for a living. And so all this shit you're talking about life ruination. You've been trying to ruin my life for a week straight. Do you not?
Ralph, I've been watching you ruin your own life for a week straight.
Okay, you know.
You're going to deny it with how you've been behaving?
You know what? You know what? I will say this. I don't think that I've acted appropriately in every response in the last week. I think that that's true. But I also think it's been a lot of people taking liberties too. It's like, oh, he's down. Let's kick him. You know?
Nobody wants to be the bottom of the gangbang. I get it. But, you know, you're up at bat because you've done some dumb shit. You could have responded differently, but you're going all in on this psychotic, I'm going to fucking ruin people shit. And it's just going to make it worse for you. How can you not see that? I know you're not that dumb. I know you see that what's going to, like, you must know it's just going to escalate. You're telling everybody it's okay. You're basically saying, I'm fine playing by these rules. You don't want to play by life ruination rules.
Dude, you basically said that when they came to my house. Do you not understand? Like, do you not understand how
we've already been over this.
Yeah, I know you didn't co-sign it specifically, but
What was it?
You ordered something?
people think is what they think, right? Like, do you understand? Like, it's, I don't want to say optics, but like, it's like, oh, okay, it's so funny to fuck with Rob. And you know what? Some of the shit is funny. It is what it is. But like, you know what? If people were showing up at your house, there's been fucking 3 people that shown up at my house in the last 10 days. That's not fucking cool, dude. And
Jesus, dude, why do you think that is? Look at what you've been doing for the last fucking 2 weeks.
I'm just saying, man, you wouldn't be so cavalier.
I'm not trying to be cavalier. I'm trying to point out to you that your exact actions on the internet are drawing attention and making people do that. Because now you've told them, this fucks with me, this messes with my head. If you do this, you're going to get a reaction. You've waved that flag to the internet. And you've also told them, game on, everything's on the table. That's the most idiotic thing you could ever do.
So
you could have got mad. You could have told
trying
people
to insult you, but like, what's my alternative? Change my name? Like, seriously, like
your alternative.
Your alternative. Well, there are many things you could do. You could stop. Instead of showing them that it bothers you, you could try to stone face it. Although that wouldn't last very long, considering you don't have a high enough willpower to do so. You could completely destroy everything that you've built here. Scrub your name. Scrub everything you've ever done. Start over. You could do the same thing again, but, you know, keep the infrastructure, but it wouldn't actually be different then I would it. There's lots of things you could do. You know? But I don't know if this is gonna be your kill shot moment, you know what I'm saying? The moment where Machine Gun Kelly goes from being a rap artist to being a pop punk artist.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, if he actually learns from it, he could get off the internet, be a family man, and reinvent himself, take his fucking licks, learn to stop being a little bitch about it, and then maybe, who knows, maybe people will be able to respect him because then he'll realize, you know what, I was wrong. It's like when Noel tried to do the thing to me. Josh Moon got really fucking mad because of all the shit that I'm connected to. There is none more funnier than the fact that because of Ian Miles Chungus and Elizabeth, that her entire ability to exist is directly tied to myself and Amy. Because when that shit happened and they were done with her, they tried to turn themselves onto myself and Amy because she was the angel investor and I was effectively the fucking tard wrangler that said, I'm done, I'm not dealing with your shit, nor do you understand what you're doing is affecting other people, and I let her die to the fucking wolves, which led to her lying about me for 2 years, calling me everything from a pedophile to a serial rapist. Because of that, they just thought they could have a chance to do that to me, and I said to myself, I could argue with trolls on the internet, or I could not. When they show up in my chat, I laugh in their face. I could ban them, I could ignore them, which I did, and they will give up and go find someone else because I'll make them pick someone else. I know how they think, I know how they operate, so I give them what they want. And that's exactly what the fuck I did, and here I am now. You could live, you could log off, you could do that, you could learn to troll the trolls, but that requires understanding them. There's lots of things you could do. But I don't think he has the willpower to do it. I don't think he has the business mind to know how to do it. Honestly. He's more or less gotten here through the... I wouldn't say nepotism. No longer existent camaraderie that was made between people who basically had to confide in each other because they were being attacked by people who wanted them gone. But after he's turned on every single person who could ever support him, Ralph is basically existing on only fumes. And maybe his most strident supporters, but most definitely people who are specifically hate watching him to make fun of him. That's probably more or less the definite thing that's happening. It's like the money that's used for apparently used for Hassan Piker. Majority of people in his chat that have subs, they're not people who bought subs. They're gifted subs. So there's a whole bunch of people who watch him to make fun of him. I cannot imagine being that. I can understand having people hate watching me. I can't understand wanting the limelight so much that I would stand being the butt of every joke while I spurg into the void. I can't imagine doing that. That'd have to get boring after a while.
Is to fucking act like it's the internet. Talk shit about Gator. He's releasing DMs. Talk shit about it. You can make all the fucking jokes you want.
Folder on him, dude. I didn't save a folder. This was my best fucking friend. I didn't fucking save like a fucking burn.
You could have laughed about it. You could have played the heel about it. You could have said, "Yeah, I paid him $100 a month because he's my gimp."
Man, what the fuck?
You could have called him a gimp. But it's not good enough. You feel like you're not getting the one up, so you want to fuck with his real life.
Slicking DMs that my fucking. The woman's about to give birth to my child in 2 months was worried about my drinking. He's leaking that? Like, are you fucking serious, dude? I don't have
to. I'm about to give birth to my child? Your wife? Your fiance? That's a weird sentence to say, man.
Have anything on him, and he's playing this type of game, and you really want me to feel sorry for him?
I'm not asking you to feel sorry for him, Ralph, but I will put this fucking to you. If he's leaking DMs where people are worried about your drinking, I mean, look at you tonight.
I'm fine tonight.
You sound drunk to me, man.
I'm drunk for sure.
Okay, so you're saying he's leaking DMs where people are worried about your drinking, and now you're back home after getting beat up in a foreign country, drunk, raging on the internet.
Dude, you haven't left your house in 6 years. How the fuck?
But I'm not drunk screaming about how I'm going to teach people a lesson in Oklahoma.
I would rather be drunk screaming than not having left my house in 6 years. You're pathetic. Like, what the fuck? Like,
it's like, Ralph, people can't tell you shit without you getting mad. You need to fucking lighten up.
I'm sure. Okay, when's the last time you left your house?
About 5 hours ago.
So it's not, you actually do go out. It's not.
No, Ralph, I'm chained up in the basement. I'm hiding from Fauci.
Well, you act like that. I don't know.
Ralph, I have cancer and autoimmune diseases. My immune system doesn't exist. I'm on 100 milligrams of prednisone to fight it. I have no immune system.
I know that well.
Yeah, yeah. You sneeze on me, I'm gonna fucking get really sick. Yeah, that is true. That's a funny joke. I would use that joke. But I'm legitimately sick, Ralph. So yeah, I have to pick and choose my moments when I leave my house for reasonable reasons. It's not just COVID. It's fucking everything.
Well, you made me smile when you said that my joke was reality. So, and
You made me feel horrible. When you told me that you told me I hurt your feelings. It put a smile on my face.
It's like a really depressed and fat Ed.
Buttered toast. Come on, yeah.
you know what? And I don't want you to die, honestly.
I don't believe you. I think you hate me. I think you have a deep-seated animosity.
Really think
Absolutely.
that- that's kind of fucked up that you actually think that. I don't actually. I just feel like you're a prisoner to the mob, basically.
Ralph,
And
if I was a prisoner of the mob, I'd have been shitting on you for the last 3 years.
you know what? That's a fair rebuttal to that, actually. But it's like I've never really done anything to fuck with you. Like, why would you? I don't know. It just seems like
How many times has he said that exact sentence by now? I stopped counting after number 5.
I gotta take a shot at this guy because they don't like this guy, and I'm from this.
Why would I use pill stream audio on a stream with Flamenco, who was on the pill stream?
Why didn't you just come on? I mean,
Why didn't I come on your show, champ? Is that what you were gonna say?
well, yeah. Honestly, you've been on my show 100 times before. Like, is that crazy? I don't think that's crazy.
Dude, you realize how this is coming off, right? I mean, it's
Well, but it wasn't that. But it was. You know why? It was almost like he's doing this to like not. You know what I mean? Like he's fucking me on purpose. That's not crazy. That's the normal.
I think you need to not like a vacation.
You know what? Okay, tell me how I'm wrong. Tell me how I'm wrong then.
What I'm telling you is you need to take a break, Ralph.
Wait, hold on, wait, and I'll let you speak. When you went on all these shows, you went on there and said Ralph's a fat gun and shook your fucking pill bottle.
Can you send me the audio where I said that?
Okay. Well, you shook your pill bottle for sure.
Okay, so you're attributing a whole bunch of shit to a pill bottle. I mean, that really got you fucked up. Why does that fuck you up so
Like,
much?
what the fuck? That's years ago, dude. Like,
why does that bother you so much?
Because I don't fucking like thinking about that.
The pill bottle specifically fucked you up that much.
I don't like thinking about bottles. Containers just, they gave me the fucking heebie-jeebies, man. Man, don't even get me started on the fucking butter pan.
I got a lot of reasons why. I don't fucking shake. I don't fuck with you about your worst fucking moment every fucking time you come on air. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know that's your worst moment. You're telling me the pill stream was the worst moment?
No, it's not. But what I'm saying, it might be the worst ones you motherfuckers know about. I don't fuck with you like that every fucking time you come. Do you understand? Like, what do you mean? You act like I'm crazy.
I do, because I would think your worst moment would be a tape you uploaded. Like, if you're talking about me being mean and shit, I'd be making jokes about that all the time and posting caps of that all the time if I wanted to be caught.
You know I can't talk about.
I know. I'm not going to bring it up, but I'm just saying as an example. If I was going to be like a dick and pick what I thought your worst moment was,
I got an answer to that, and I can tell it to you if it was off air, but I can't tell.
I get it. You can't talk about it. I won't bring it up anymore.
So it is what it is. And look, dude, I'm not saying that I've had some not proud moments. Like I don't. I hope you don't think like I'm holding myself up as some exemplar. That's not the case.
I don't. That's fine. It's just I'm telling you honestly, you're tail spinning. I don't know why the fuck you are, but it's just gonna get worse if you keep going down this road, man. It's just not a road you want to go down.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel. I'll say when I wrote the article about you, actually.
Which one?
Well, what's wrong with writing articles too? I actually saw that, and they're like, Ralph's writing in his live journal.
It came off as teenage girl shit. It's really embarrassing.
That's what I used to do for a living, blogger. Like, it's like, okay, well, I'm just reverting to my roots. Like, what are they talking about? Like,
this wasn't like you blogging about politics. It sounded like you got dumped.
Yeah, but like, it was like, okay, I don't think you've said anything positive about me for any reason in like 18 months, and it's like every time I hear about this guy, he's talking shit. I actually didn't watch the stream. I will say this: I didn't watch the stream. I just had people tagging me and they're like, Jim's saying this. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. Now, maybe it's an overreaction, but it's just like, I don't know. It just felt like you were taking liberties for no reason, really. And so That's kind of
Again, I mean, when something spectacular happens, I'm gonna laugh at it.
right.
The aim thing,
You
I
know what?
laughed
It's
at
not
it.
laugh. You know what? And I'm not gonna like. I'm not really trying to bring this up or like go into anything that you've been through personally too. But if I'd went through your personal life, if I went through your name changes, we talked about this already. And
Bring it up, laugh about it.
well, but like it's like, so it'd be cool. So you're saying it's fine then?
We've literally sat here for 10 minutes at the start going over what my fucking name is. Yes, go
Why
ahead.
did you change it in the first place then? Like, I mean,
I literally told you we got married and decided to fucking change it. If I wanted it secret, I would have gone to another state where they let you do it. LLCs can be kept secret if you go to another state.
all right. I'm
What
just
do you
saying.
think? Do you think they weren't going to find me? I posted pictures of my fucking house.
Well, I knew. Well, and actually, and I said this earlier. I talked to Gator, and I was like, "Well, that's definitely." I was, that's his house. What the fuck? Like, he basically just removed all doubt about where the fuck he lives. And then Gator said he thought you did that because you were gonna die soon.
Yeah, not in the best of health. But I mean,
Yeah, I don't know
what?
if that's true. I'm just saying
That you can make jokes about that too. That's fine. But
Well,
I
no,
mean,
that's what he said.
what should
No, I'm
I?
being serious.
No, no, that's fine. That's fine. But like, what am I supposed to hide it? Am I supposed to? You talk about. You wrote an article. You wrote an article called "Fear," and then you're saying, "But I'm posting pictures of my house." Which is it?
Well, no, he said I actually messaged him when you showed. I didn't. I just saw that you showed the dungeon. I guess as I've dubbed it, and I was like, man, why would he show that? I was like, this guy's been. You know, you're not fully anon or whatever, but you've been a little assiduous about keeping your name a little bit under wraps, whatever. And I was like, why would he show this? Da 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 da. And the Gator's like, I think he's gonna die soon or whatever. That was his. By the way, I'm not making it up. I just want to
Yeah, that's fine.
drop that. But what do you? I mean, you know what? I can't help it. I'm the host still. Um, about the whole, I've never believed this actually that you like faked your cancer or anything like that. I think you've been serious about that.
Yeah, I got cancer. I got
Yeah,
cancer,
yeah.
and
Actually,
that would have been fine on its own. If it had just been the cancer, it would have been easily treatable with chemo and radiation. But there's more shit going on. That's why I'm at internal medicine and Mayo Clinic.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
so you're talking about like, oh, he's afraid to leave his house. I have to plan trips to go to Rochester, where I've got to duck and dive through the sickest people there are with no immune system to go spend 2 to 3 weeks getting fucking every test. Oh, we need a CTA, we need an MRA, we need a normal CT and an MRI.
See, a lot of this is mostly because of the fact that Jim literally did try to scrub everything about his personal life. Not so much just scrubbing it from existence, but just people saying things, and him not just like doing what any normal person would do, which is either not even referencing that it exists or not bringing it up. Because the first thing that happened was I can't make videos anymore because I'm being hunted by YouTube, they blocked all my shit, and also I have cancer. Because all of that was because he made mention of it. Because that was the first thing he did with Quarantine Coof. If what he wanted to do was just verify this, because this is the exact same thing that I did when any person ever accused me of anything I've said, or anything that anyone says publicly, show me the tweet where it happened, or just post it himself and remove the tool itself. It's like, oh, well, see, you said you had cancer. I'm like, yes. Here's the toxicology. Here is the biopsy. Here was the confirmation that it was true. Here's some chemotherapy. Just laying out the pictures and the photos. Supply them yourself so that nobody can come up with, look, I got a scoop! Easy shit. Easy shit to make it irrelevant. Because there's no funniness of it, because no one else is presenting it. You're presenting it yourself. What's the worst thing they can do? Say, oh my god, he posted pictures of his fucking chemo. You're gonna attack a chemo man? That would not work for optics. People would just shit on you saying, why are you bullying Medicare? Don't you know he's sick? He could be laughing his ass off knowing that it's a ploy. Wouldn't matter. I don't know what angle that Ralph is going for here. It doesn't make sense to me. Hold on, I need to get my food. Whoop. Shit, close the door. I'm letting all the heat out.
So, you know, it's just nonstop shit of having to go down there and you're around people from all over the world because mail brings in people from all over the fucking world doing all these tests, coughing their fucking heads off, bleeding from their fucking orifices. And you're like, shit, you know, it's this fucking dance.
Yeah, and again, and I don't know. I've never been, and you talked about it pretty openly, and so I've never been one who said you were faking or anything like that.
Yeah, Ralph, what I'm telling you is you could make jokes about it. You could go with the fake cancer thing. That's fine. Just like the name change shit,
But
have all the fun with it you want.
It's like, I understand, but it's like, and again, it feels like I'm sitting here saying this, and it's like, and again, as much shit as me and you talked about each other in the last week, even here, I'm sitting here and I'm like recounting it, like for the reset or whatever, and it's like this is depressing. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's,
Shit happens. You roll with it. That's life. It's unfair. You deal with it. That's all you can do. You roll with the punches and you march on.
You just, yeah. You just gotta keep going on.
So Ralph has a pattern. He forgets what he says, and then this pattern starts. He starts trying to talk shit up. He's like, you know, man, it's like it's really funny, man. Like, man, I don't understand. And then he starts saying shit that he eventually agrees with him with. And he gets frustrated and upset because in his drunken stupor, he realizes what he's saying. So his brain erases what he says, and then he starts the loop over again. And then occasionally he gets upset when he gets poked and prodded enough that he starts squealing. I feel like this is like one step away from torture. Torturing himself. But like just a couple steps away from torture. You know, it's like snapping yourself for the rubber band when you have an urge, but the urge is that he can't stop trying to look for sympathy.
Monday Matt is still here too. Somehow, I don't even know.
It's his.
That, and then he like remembers where he is. Like, oh my god, I'm on Monday's Matt stream. It's gotten this bad, man. Oh god. Oh no.
Dream.
Yeah, I mean, I'm only here to moderate, and you guys are talking, so there's no
Matt,
need for me.
I think we've reached our conclusion. I don't know what else we're going to talk about. Any questions from your audience?
The audience has definitely super chatted quite a bit, but I'd have to go through and take a look at some of the. There's some that I can't repeat.
You want to pick a few?
You know what? I think would be more valuable is a discussion between us three, not the audience. I think Monday Matt needs to weigh in.
Translation: I'm getting my ass whooped. I need to take pot shots at the boulder.
I mean, I have my thoughts.
I'm gonna throw myself out.
I'm not mentioning that fucking shit.
No.
That shit was old and dead and buried. But no, look, Ralph. Here's the thing, man. Is like, you know, you are a fucking hypocrite. All right, like and you know you're a hypocrite, dude.
I'll mute myself so you two can go for it.
No, I'm not trying to get involved in this shit, but it's like you're out there complaining about people coming to your fucking house, dude. Like, I got doxxed 3 years ago with that shit. I've had people come to my house. I've had shit sent to my house.
Sure.
All right, like
people come to my house, dude.
Yeah, well, I'm not saying it's cool and I don't support it. All I'm saying is, like, you know, it's like fucking have some goddamn empathy for other people who you help put in those situations.
No, well, you don't understand. Like, well, maybe you do it, maybe you don't. But
I understand a lot more than you fucking think, dude.
Well, let me
all right.
speak and I'll let you speak for sure. I do have a lot of empathy for people in our position, I guess you could say. So yeah, I don't think that's
well, let me ask you this. I want an honest answer. How many fucking people have you like, literally? Because I did 13. It was stupid, but that's the number. All right.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna get into.
Nah, but dude, that's the thing, man. You went at me for a long ass fucking time. All right, you went at me for a long ass time over my kid.
It doesn't matter if you yell about your.
All I'm pointing out, man, is like if you want me to have empathy over you having a daughter in a couple months.
I hope you die in a ditch.
I'm sure you fucking do hope I die, but the reality of it is we're here and I'm not
I
dead.
literally don't care, Matt.
You do care. You obviously care because you bring it up a lot. And he quit. And he quit.
Oh, did he really leave?
He really left. Yeah. Yeah, he really left. No, he really left. I mean, like, he wants to have those conversations. I'll have him all day fucking long, man. I don't give a shit. All right, I've had people for years try to tell me that my kids ain't my kids. I know they're joking, but it's
your self-respect is gone. You had it and it's gone.
Like, you know, if he's gonna run his mouth like that,